Hey, welcome back to the Break Room Podcast, and we got the full house today.
Whoa.
Hey, Joe decided to show up. It's beautiful.
I'll beat the fuck out of you.
We love when Joe's here.
I'll suplex you. I'll put you in the fucking camel car. I'll beat the fuck out of you.
Jesus, Maria and Joseph, he's finally
popping
here.
with colors.
I'm Brock Lesnar. I only come out 4 times a year, you know.
But now you're Roman Reigns. You're Roman Reigns.
Oh, he called
That's
it
what you
Roman.
are.
1,000 days of
You
rain.
either die Brock Lesnar, or you live long enough to become Roman Reigns.
The tribal queef.
The tribal.
The tribal queen.
Off to a hell of a start.
And we're off.
I mean, we're going to be talking about a lot of toys and stuff. Of course, we're going to get into the San Diego stuff, but I wanted to start it off with what we got on the table here because it was last episode. It was either last episode or the one before where I mentioned that I got a Bret Hart and a Ric Flair from the Eternal Con convention. Really minty, both of them. I got them right here. And then Prime Day happened, so of course, you know, there was a big deal on the front.
That was like $200-300.
Marvel action figures, so I ended
Came
up
and went.
getting Strife, Agony, and of course Venom. Really cool figure. And what I liked about this Venom is that it actually has an alternate head that shows half of Eddie Brock's face, which reminded me of that
The one you used to have in his
classic one from when I was a kid. So I was like, I was a sucker. I had to get it.
Can I just chime in that the Venom from Spider-Man 2 trailer looks
Amazing.
perfect?
Yeah, that's a segue to talk about.
Perfect fucking.
It's an announcement on San Diego Comic-Con. I'm even more hyped now
I am too.
after
I
seeing
agree.
that trailer.
And it's dropping
Yes.
on my birthday.
It looks. Oh, it is your birthday.
My
That's
birthday,
fucking
the day
sick.
of. And I took like the week after my
We just
birthday off.
we're not
so
even gonna hear or see from him.
Platinum.
the
and,
his
and
birthday.
Mario comes out that
whole-
week too.
I'm
right?
going to platinum
the
that game
new-
before I go back to work.
Wait, the multiplayer or the RPG?
I think it's the Mario Wonder.
Oh, that's okay.
Oh yeah, so that's dropping also on my birthday, and then in November they're doing the
RPG.
Mario RPG,
sick.
which is a huge.
So much
I actually never
stuff,
played
man.
that one. I'm not a turn-based kind of guy, but
So much
I
stuff.
feel
maybe
like
I'll give it a shot.
I feel like it'll be
turn-based.
fun. It'll,
Yeah,
you never played like a turn-based
Super Mario
RPG?
RPG,
Not of
like
Mario.
Final
I
Fantasy.
mean,
and that
I've
kind
done
of
Paper Mario is kind of turn-based actually. But
It's very
this
similar to
is
that.
not,
Oh, is it? I never played Paper Mario, and I never played this original one.
Paper
but I
Mario is
understand
a
the
great
concept
game.
of-
Great game. N64, and then they had one on GameCube.
Well, this one's a remake of something that came out, I think, in like
On the Super
90s,
Nintendo.
like late '90s
Super
or mid '90s. Yeah, so it's a Super Mario RPG, and it's gonna have all your favorite Mario characters, and they just up-resed everything. And
But when you say RPG, I think like you're
Role-playing
walking
game.
around in an open world, and you're doing quests for like Yoshis and shit.
kind of like that, yeah. It's a different take on definitely what we're used to with the side scroller or the open world, Mario 3D there at 64. But
Back in those '90s days, they were really getting very experimental with Mario.
it was like
and
Final
they were coming out with
Fantasy,
different shit.
Mario.
Like, they had Mario Music Maker and the
Mario.
art thing, and like they had like
Dr.
a lot of
Mario.
different shit. Dr. Mario was actually originally on original Nintendo, so that's even older. But yeah, he's been in a lot of stuff. I mean, he's even in Knockout. He's the referee in Knockout.
So as much as I love him, the whole point actually was San Diego Comic-Con Spider-Man 2 trailer for PS5.
Yep.
Which then also, I can't believe you sent the link about the fucking rumor about PS5 Pro. Not to get us totally off the rails.
It's not off the rails.
Come
It's-
on.
You got some
Did you
fucking
see the
nerve. They got
Spider-Man-
some
I don't even wanna
fucking
know.
Do they really?
I already
didn't hear
know.
that.
I know it, though. I don't need to see it. You don't need
That's
to
some
tell me.
fucking nerve. It hasn't even been out.
What do you mean? It
it's-
came out in 2020.
Yeah, but
years.
fucking most people didn't have it until
2023.
fucking recently. You know,
I just got
fucking
mine.
scalpers
That
sat on them.
That doesn't stop them from what they do, and the roadmap is clear. I don't think
Cocksuckers.
that
If
stops
GameStop's
anybody.
going to offer a
You don't
big
have to buy it.
trade-in, I'll do it.
Yeah,
but
right.
Are you ready?
If it's,
What if GTA 5 is,
oh, that's it. That's it.
I'm sorry, GTA.
That's what's
6.
gonna happen. I'm gonna have to fucking
Yeah.
buy it. Fucking
Can't get the
because
ray
it's gonna
tracing
sound like a
unless you.
fucking-
Yeah, I can't have these 60 frame per second with the
Why
ray
is he
tracing.
gonna start sounding
unless
like a
you get the-
spaceship, like the fucking PS4 did by the
I
end?
don't know. We're,
what
I think
PS5 games did
we're
we
just
get?
way out over our
How many
skis.
PS5 games
It's
do we
just one
really
of those.
say?
To me, it's just one of those obvious rumors. It's just some bullshit. Like, oh yeah,
No,
next
it's
year.
an inevitability.
It is an inevitability, but the timing is more important.
It's a
wouldn't-
few
I don't
years
think
from
we'll
now, I'll
see
be
it
all
till
right with it.
2025. I think a 2024 date, just based on everything I'm seeing with every product
tough.
still to this day.
It's tough.
Hard to produce.
It'll be
Like,
an end of year thing too.
yeah. I won't buy
They
into
did
the
announce
year.
the Spider-Man console.
Yeah,
with
I
the
saw
controller.
that. Beautiful.
And then
Black
I sent you the
system
link
with
to
the red.
the
The
collector's edition. Are you
edition.
going to get that, Rob? with the Venom
You got to
statue.
order it now.
It's too much money.
It's like
It's
$230, right?
Then you have two
$250.
PS5s.
You're gonna be
Right?
pissed though. You don't.
I
You're
just
gonna
don't have the money.
be, Rob's gonna be so
No,
disappointed.
the collector's edition of Spider-Man 2 is $230. That's just the game with all the like DLC, and it comes with like 2 statues and stuff like that. The actual console is like an exclusive, edition Spider-Man
It's
console.
a very cool statue because it's Venom with Spider-Man like attacking him.
And Miles.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Miles,
cool.
too.
They had it out on the San Diego Comic-Con
Yep.
table.
Yep.
They had it
Yeah.
out with the director of the game.
But it's just I don't have the space in my curio,
I
which is where I
definitely
put
don't.
all my statues. And I'm
Space or
Come
money.
on, you don't
like, it's
have
$230. You got it? You gonna pay for it for me?
Listen,
No, but
Well,
I know
all the things
you'll
I
end
do
up
for
getting
you.
it.
Remember when you had COVID and I got you that bagel?
remember that time?
Statue that I don't have space for.
Yeah,
Joe, show them what you got.
Yes, I mean, this is kind of going back to a couple episodes ago when we went to 80s Wrestling Con, and we stopped at Time Warp.
No,
I know, but I saw this the first time we went, and then you went back there for, what was the con that you went to recently in Jersey?
no, it was Pandora's Box.
Pandora's Box, right, but the con that you went in Jersey recently, what was
Garden
that?
State Comic
Garden
Fest,
State Comic Fest.
which
So
is
you-
where I got these.
Yep. So you went to Pandora's Box, and I saw this last time when we were all there. It's a kind of like a plush '89 Batman. I had this as a kid, and I actually got this the day I saw the Batman '89 movie in the theater. So, little nostalgia toy. Rob brought it home for me as a gift, and I'm really happy about that. And it's in great shape. So
Fucking A.
this thing is like over 30 years old. and
You're
it's in great
welcome.
shape.
Is that cape stitched onto it, or is
Yeah.
it come off?
You could probably get it off, but it's kind of like
Or Velcro? Or
no, it's pinched right here.
I hate when they do
So
Velcro.
You always lose
Well,
it.
it makes it easy to fall off.
The other thing he kind of got for me in Pandora's Box, and this is my bread and butter here. So these are LJN figures from 1987. This is Cowboy Bob Orton. I don't know if you can see right here. It still comes with his cowboy hat. These were repainted and retouched up, but they are all authentic color. They look immaculate. And the way that they kind of dress them up at Pandora's Box, so it kind of gives you the poster and then the actual card that they came in. So he picked up Cowboy Bob Orton for me.
Surprised there's no
and
stand for that. He's just kind of.
There is a stand.
Oh, is it?
Yep, it's in the back of the card. And then he picked up also. You can't get Cowboy Bob Orton without getting Roddy Piper with the kilt, which if you try to get this kilt alone on eBay, it's like $50. So really good shape. Roddy Piper, one of my all-time favorites. So I'm trying to slowly build back my LJN collection. It's just very expensive. Like these are some of the most expensive wrestling figures you can get because they're the originals.
They're the first.
and
of
they
the
got
kind.
beaten.
first.
You know, people
So
play
those are
with
all
those.
original. That's
That's all original.
wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's
Shit.
legit.
I don't even want to ask how much. it
And then
costs.
tell them about Macho over here.
Yeah, so this is a figure I've been trying to track down for a while. When it originally came out, I passed on it. I didn't get it, and I regretted it instantly. It's a defining moments Macho Man figure from WrestleMania 3 when he had his match against Ricky the Dragon Steamboat. This is the only Mattel Macho Man that comes with the traditional 80s Macho Man robe that you can extend out, and it's the full regalia. He comes with the sunglasses, the headband. Yeah, and the pomp and circumstance. So,
Yeah, that thing
and he
looks
got a great deal. What did you pay? $40 for this, Rob?
$40.
It's a great deal. This figure, actually, it's a funny that he picked this up for me recently because Mattel actually lost a license to manufacture
Oh, that's
Randy
right.
Savage figures.
Guys had that all pre-ordered, right?
Yeah, so I had a Randy Savage figure pre-order that got canceled. I just got refunded from it from Ringside Collectibles. But it's ironic that the day that he picked this up, a few days later they lost the license, and now I went online and all of these figures are like skyrocketing in price. It's crazy.
Fuck yeah, that's sick.
Yep.
That's worth it. That one.
You're
looks
welcome,
great.
Joe.
Yeah, it's my boy.
See, that's one of those things. Like back having those, having those toys as a kid, something you would fucking lose.
I
or
actually
just-
got
it
these
would-
guys from the same vendor that I got the Macho Man from, but these are really minty. This Bret Hart's got great action, and Ric Flair's even more immaculate. So I'm excited that I was able to add a little bit more to my Hasbro collection. It's slowly growing.
mint.
I don't have them all. I don't know if I'll ever get them all, but I'm getting there.
He's close.
Oldest ride,
Longest line.
Woo!
Wait, I saw a funny ad. Actually, it was like a Bret Hart, like all the Bret Hart gifts. It must have been an old WWF catalog, and there was like the Bret Hart teddy bear with.
Oh,
the
I like that
sunglasses.
on Twitter recently.
You did see that? Oh,
Yeah.
okay, it must have came up because you liked that.
Yep.
So I was like, oh, I wonder if Joe had the fucking teddy bear.
I had the teddy bear. I had all that shit, man.
You know what's crazy?
It was
In the
like-
attic
it was
is-
so
I would
cheap.
still-
Thinking
I
about
would
Teddy
still-
Hearts.
I would still order all that today if I could.
I thought it was
Did you
new.
hear?
That's
what?
what I really thought.
So I was gonna say,
Teddy Hart?
Speaking of Teddy Hart, yeah, who
is
was
that what it-
Bret
oh,
Hart's
that's-
nephew? They had the documentary, I think, on Peacock on him.
Well, people-
He was arrested again recently. I think they found steroids and
What are you trying to say?
what kind of drug was it?
What's he
Coke,
trying to say?
allegedly.
Son,
Something like
This
that.
guy is.
No, I'm just saying. Speaking of Teddies and Hearts, Teddy Hart.
He's
is
definitely
fucking-
entertaining. I'll tell you that.
Yeah,
He's a
that
character.
documentary was something. It was-
I have a
I
Stone
didn't
Cold
see
teddy
this
bear
shit.
somewhere in the attic. I have to pull it out.
Oh goddamn, kid! I just shit my pants.
do any
Take
of you
us home,
guys?
Yoko.
Oh my god! I
Hey,
used
yo,
to have.
Let's go home.
I had a Stone Cold Steve Austin. It was like a molded picture, and it was like 3-dimensional kind. It wasn't a flat picture. It was like his face in a frame, and his eyes would track you. They were like motion tracking.
That's creepy.
And every time you walk past him, his eyes would dart back and forth, and he'd be like, "You treat me like a dog, and you expect me to smile." He would just like drop Stone Cold. I gotta find I'll find it and I'll put it in the.
Oh my god! Do you still have all
Like
your
say-
toys?
Most of them are gone.
What happened to them?
That's tough to say. I mean, a lot of them, some of them I grew out of. They just like were in some junk bucket. I think a lot of them are in my attic, probably. Truthfully, there's a lot of them buried away up there.
You gotta find out what you got up there.
I know I got a lot. My brother tries to say that they're his. I'm like, no, those are mine. Get the fuck outta here.
Good
But
luck with that.
Either way, yeah, they're up there if I have any. I got a lot of my toys, the collectibles back, in our prior toy hunts that we've done over the past year and a half.
It's funny. Like we've done so many of these toy hunts now that like I've actually successfully gotten like really almost everything that I
have
I
everything.
was
yeah.
looking for, including the X-Men play set that I talked about from that one Christmas, the 12-inch glow in the dark Ghost Rider figure. Like actually, there were 10-inch figures, which were just like blown up versions of the Toy Biz figures.
Right.
And he was carded. I mean, there's like so many like holy grail shits that like I've come across in these stores, and I didn't buy it, but I actually had at the Wrestling Universe before they closed on Long Island the 4-pack that I always talked about with Vince McMahon as an announcer and Sonny and Psycho Sid and Bret Hart. It was like a 4-pack, and I got
shit.
that the same year that I got the original PlayStation. I was playing with those when I heard the PlayStation. I think that was Christmas of '97.
We have all spent a lot of money since we started this
You
podcast.
two, you
My
guys.
God.
I mean, I've
collectibles alone. we've
Rob's
fucking-
broken
there.
a lot of
I'm definitely
deals
there.
too.
I mean, no, you have, and Chris. Every time we go to
Chris
like a
definitely
retro
spent-
arcade
yeah.
or what,
quietly
fucking
spent.
Nintendo 64
Just like
games.
text Rob like
This is like-
$800. He'd be like, yeah, give me the fucking $350 this and then that, and that's like
It's an expensive
I,
little thing.
I
you
would
got
not.
going on.
I would abstain from
It
toy
is,
hunts,
yeah.
and then Rob would call me up on FaceTime. Yeah, so here's what the guys got. It's like buying fireworks on 4th. Yeah, so they got this, that. Fucking, you got to spend thousands of dollars.
How you think I got all this shit? He fucking FaceTimes me. He's like, look what they got. Look what they got.
I would name the most random, like from like the trenches of my memory, like toy. Like, yeah, see if they got like the fucking toilet
Yeah, but
bowl.
Mitch was good with that.
The
shit,
Shawn
'cause he
had
had
everything.
Michaels with the brown
The
pants.
the Shawn
and
Michaels with the
fucking-
brown suit, the
Yeah.
different
Piece of
pants,
shit.
shit.
Right, the
the fucking Macho Man figure, whatever that one is,
Yeah,
a bunch of those guys. So I'm
Pandora's-
stated.
Pandora's box was a tough discovery.
Chris would
because
actually. You would like that place.
That one's
That place.
that's
Is,
The only
deep,
other figure that I
dangerous.
want right now, honestly, I don't need any more. I don't have room for them. The only figure that I really do want is that fucking big Palpatine.
The one we-
figure
Oh,
where he's
the-
like sitting on the throne, smiling menacingly.
Oh, it's the Hot Toys one, right? Is that what it
Yes.
was?
It was like a freaking
like
really
$800
super
statues.
tall. And I was really thinking about buying. How much was that statue? It was like
Oh, man, it was
$600 or something.
Was it that much?
No.
And then Rob was like, "Chris, don't you can get on Amazon."
Oh,
for-
I went on eBay and they had the
like
for like,
$350.
like at least $150, $200
Yeah.
cheaper than they were charging. So
Well,
it's like,
Yeah.
That's
I
the
don't want it that
dangerous
much.
fucking part about the Comic-Con, like New York or San Diego Comic-Con. All the new shit, all the
Yeah.
exclusive shit.
oh my god.
It's incredible what they have, and you're just like, I would love to have this. Dragon Ball Z characters,
Yeah.
all the coolest figurines you'd ever want, with literally nowhere to put them and nowhere to show them off. I'm like, should I buy this Goku right now for like $200?
You know what? You know what sucks about it though?
Sucks.
I'm gonna start throwing some shit in here like a monkey. You can't bring, and I understand why. Nor can you purchase their like swords. You know, and I get it.
Yeah,
I get
mean-
it. You know.
Now,
you don't
I
want some
will say
dickhead-
this, though, Chris. Eternal Con did have swords.
It probably depends on the state that you're in.
You can't do it in New York City, but you can do it in New York State. As long as you have, like, the vendor license and it's properly
Sure, I
packaged
can probably
when you
walk
take it
in
out.
with
I mean, like when you go to the
Comic-Cons
I think if you go to the
before.
Renaissance Fair, you could have like
They
a
actually
sword.
had, it was, I guess it was from a knockoff company, because I got the factory direct official power sword, and they had one that was like equal weight and like style to it, but purple for
I don't buy
fucking
any of that
Skeletor.
I can't buy that
And
shit.
the one that I paid for factory direct, it was like $650.
That
The
thing's-
one
yeah,
that they sold at this booth was $350.
It's crazy.
that thing's heavy
So it's
too.
like,
It's fucking
know,
bananas.
Actually, when we were at in Minnesota, there was a whole fucking sword store.
they had the same Lion-O sword too, with the light up, the
they
fucking
had that
sword of Omen.
Thunder.
one.
Thunder.
Thunder,
That's great.
thunder.
He had the
Thundercats.
sword in his hand.
Oh!
Oh,
I actually saw Lion-O.
Thunder,
at,
thunder, thunder, thunder.
Eternal Con. My good friend Larry Kenny, the voice of Lion-O. I'm actually Facebook friends with him too.
nice.
He's a great guy. Very, very nice. He's going to be at Terrificon too. I might try to go to that.
I was saying that I read
day.
this week that they canceled
Weekend
the live action show or
The
movie that they were
He-Man,
going
yeah,
to
the
do for
He-Man
Netflix.
movie. They were going to make
That's
a
a
live
bummer,
action.
man.
Yeah.
It's a bummer, man.
I think they're still shopping though for like it was
They
canceled
dropped
from
$30
Netflix.
million.
Yeah, I don't think it's totally dead. I think they're just looking for a new studio.
Everything is
or
on
whatever.
hold.
Well, it doesn't make sense because
Yeah.
they have the license to He-Man.
Attica.
for
Attica.
Attica, SAG-AFTRA.
Everything you want is on hold, and all the news that you're reading right now is like irrelevant because we don't even know when they're going to be able to start production on shit that's already on the books. Never mind fucking, oh yeah, we announced this and that. They've been announcing shit that definitely is never getting made or that they keep canceling after one season. It's like, all right, no point.
Fuck is
Listen.
going on?
It's a disaster.
Help,
I-
Hulkamania.
Not that I have a real opinion of it. I always was curious if Rob showed up to the fucking protest, though. Just dressed as Peter. I know that's kind of like
He's a
crossing too
professional
many-
voice actor.
He's not even in the
professional.
SAG, but you could probably just rally people. Sure.
No, but my tits sag, so that's got to count for something.
SAG. It sounds like a fucking like a medicine. Take SAG-AFTRA. Ask your doctor about SAG-AFTRA.
That's a good grinds my gears episode for you, Rob.
No, I'm planning it.
We
Yeah.
talked about it before. I talked to him
talked
last
about it.
week, and
Oh.
then
I
he
just
was
ran
like,
out of
"Yeah, I
time
thought
this
about it."
week, but I might shoot it on Monday. We'll see.
Come on now.
Hey man,
Sure.
you're not
Get her.
in their guild, man. They gotta get you in their guild before you start fucking
Stay tuned.
being
This
a
should be funny.
spokesperson.
Yeah, but that's why I can make this video because I'm not SAG.
Exactly. Yeah, he doesn't have to.
Hot?
He's
I am
worried
not
about any of
limited
that.
What?
in my abilities.
What the fuck else did they announce at Comic Con
What do you
recently?
think?
Fucking didn't they announce?
All the
I mean, the Mar-
Mondo.
the
Do you,
Marvel
hold on.
looks
Do you think there will be a
terrible.
boost in like Cameo and like I don't know what we call it, freelance, like non people that
I
aren't
think that
all of
actors
that?
will become more reliant on it because they will be able to use those avenues because there's a special agreement with Cameo that celebrities can still do them as long as they're not promoting films.
Yeah.
So people will still be able, and if they're going to be, hungry for money because they're striking, then they can actually, that will be a viable revenue source. So
Al Pacino to
you
sing
might
you
see an
happy birthday.
increase in people
It
using it.
might be an opportunity for. It
When I
might
think
be-
of a woman and I think of her ass, I think, she's got a great big ass, and you got your head all the way up in it.
I saw
doubt
Bill
Al
Hader.
Pacino. Well, I don't know. He had another fucking kid, so maybe he does need some cameo money.
Listen, he'll keep going. Al
had
Pacino
another
ain't quit
kid.
never.
Jeez, he's got like
Welcome to Jurassic Park, you dumb fuck.
Happy birthday!
No, Cameo's the perfect place because you don't want to watch them promote their fucking movies on there anyway. So
No.
you ask them to do a personal little note or
Exactly.
happy
It has
birthday.
that's really what it does.
Here's your
is like
$500.
bing,
There's a
bang,
few
boom.
that I've wanted actually before the whole controversy. I think Brett Favre was doing them.
Oh, God.
He was.
I definitely wanted a Brett Favre, but it was like $500, $500.
So transactional though.
Exactly. I was
sometimes they're
corny.
funny.
Who
Sometimes
gives a
they're
fuck?
funny.
He doesn't know me. I didn't meet him. It's so
The
bullshit.
fucking
but whatever.
Virgil cameos.
Not to
are
dissuade
probably some
people
of the
from getting
funniest
Rob's
things
fucking
I've
He'll just have a lady like punching him in the face
Lonely Virgil.
repetitively. Have you seen those?
Have you seen Virgil's cameos?
Yes.
I don't know if it's
God.
cameos or just like Instagram.
No, they're
posts or-
cameos. No, he's making videos for people.
He had a lady
He's,
like step on his face.
grabbing his dick and shaking it, and it's like, what the fuck is this guy doing? Like, God damn it!
Hot?
I get that he's been
Go
through
home,
the
Verge.
ringer, but still, it's like, God damn.
One of my friends though did have the guy who played Samarin Trant wish me a happy birthday.
I remember that.
And he
was good.
did the character the too old thing, which I thought
Too
he was pretty good.
old.
He did a pretty good job.
I actually have one from Bret Hart. Adam Kaczynski got that from me.
Yeah, I don't have
I
that.
think I remember that.
Yeah.
I would like to
Really?
have that.
What the fuck?
I heard you doing
a good job. Not to have that. I figured you would have that.
You never saw that?
I
Bret
did
Hart?
see that, but what do you have it and I don't have it?
Because Adam Kaczynski bought it from me.
Fuck Adam.
Get
Kaczynski.
him.
Adam
Get Adam to buy
Adam
it.
got
If
me
you're ever
this.
looking for a gift for
He got
Joe.
me mine too.
A new car, what?
Well, Adam was
We
the
got a
one that,
GoFundMe
you
for
know,
Joe.
I'll
New
give
car.
I'll give credit where credit's
He'll
due.
be in
Adam-
more episodes. if
Adam's
you
the
get him a
reason why I
car.
have a cameo. He was the one that told me about cameo in the first place. And then I
Oh,
signed
really?
up. Yeah.
Oh, shout out Adam. Fuck, that's huge.
Hot?
What? What?
He's gonna be like, yeah, where's my cut?
Yeah, where's my cut?
Fuck that.
In the
Where's my
comments
pants?
here, we have Gannon136 says
Get in.
that they got to meet Sergeant Slaughter back in March.
Nice.
Such a great guy.
Yeah,
we all
Slaughter's-
agree. We love
Slaughter's a
him.
good friend of mine.
We love us some Sergeant on the show.
Good old Bob Remus.
Sarge has been, in the mix right now because he's whatever.
He's
going to
fucking
loggerheads with fucking the
Got some controversy.
what's her name? The wrestler
Lacey Evans.
Lacey Evans.
Yeah,
Yeah,
'cause
he
she's stealing his gimmick, and she didn't.
didn't kind of ask for the
Nobody
Nobody
reached
gave his
out.
blessing.
Listen.
Didn't reach out. Didn't do anything, and it's like,
Yeah,
it's kind
fuck.
of disrespectful. It's like
At least you could pay homage or
you,
just
you
go
gotta
ask.
do it
and-
like Ronda Rousey did. She sat down with
Right.
Roddy Piper, got the blessing to use Ronda Rousey. That's the right way to do it. You
Right.
know, because Sarge would have been all over it. He would have.
She's not
definitely-
calling herself Sergeant Lacey, though.
Yeah, but she's using his moves. She's fucking like using
she's
his
dressing
look.
like him.
Is she using the Cobra Clutch?
She is.
Yes.
That's the line. That's the
That's-
line
yep.
where
You do not
could,
cross.
Anybody
so-
could be a anybody could
line
be
in
a,
the sand.
A fucking
It's fucking aggression. Well, not stand.
So I got into an
Will not
argument with
stand,
somebody.
man.
The name Cobra Clutch. That's obviously tied to G.I. Joe, right?
Joe.
Well, it was Sergeant Slaughter's move, but I don't think he created the Cobra Clutch. In fact,
He didn't create the move, but the name Cobra Clutch is
Didn't
him.
he do it
it's
before
not
he was
because
a
of
G.I.
G.I.
Joe?
Joe. No, it just happened to be that he
I
had the
couldn't
Cobra
find where the
Clutch.
name came from. I looked it up. Couldn't find any
I
origin
never, I
story.
never looked into the history of it.
Gotta
I
ask
figured
him-
it's
ask him
tied to G.I.
directly.
Joe.
No, because he did the Cobra Clutch before he went to G.I. Joe. He
You
went
could-
to G.I. Joe in like '87, and
You're
he
the only
was
person
wrestling
who
with
could
the
ask him,
AWA and then the WWE. You know, I gotta ask him.
No, he went to G.I. Joe in like 85.
Yeah.
Was it that early?
Yeah.
Just send him a message and be like, "Hey, Sarge, quick question."
What is the origin of the Cobra Clutch? That's what I want to know. The name, the Cobra Clutch.
He might have like adjusted it for himself, but I think the move existed before.
They also don't know what does DDT stand for, which is Jake the Snake Roberts' move.
DDT
Drops them on their head.
There's a correlation to that where he talks about it in one of the Dark Side of the Ring episodes. I forgot what he said, but he referenced.
Well, he
it.
tells how he came up with the move. He said he was in a bar fight and he fucking dropped the guy in his head, and that's how he came up with the move.
No, but there was a reason why he called it the DDT because it was it like stopped you dead in your tracks. It was something.
Well, yeah. So
Like
DDT, I looked this up like today actually. I think it's like a chemical. It's what do you call it? Insecticide, I believe, for crops. And then they found that it was
deadly.
kind of deadly. Yeah. So
What?
What?
That might be where it comes from.
Yep.
And also his snake's name was Damien, so
Yep.
a lot of people think it's like Damien's.
No, there's no.
Something.
It doesn't have a name. Like there's nothing that it stands for. It's just a fucking.
It's like when Raiden jumps across the screen, he goes, and he's not actually.
Well, it's
See,
interesting how the roots, Stunner came because you're stunning Steve Austin,
Yep.
right? So there's usually some kind of root.
What?
Oh, I never put that
Stone
together
Cold
myself.
Stunner, what?
Stunning Steve Austin.
Stunning, huh?
It's a nice look. I like that. I like that.
Yeah, and he did
Goddamn, kid.
another type of move. I think it's a stinger, the stunner. It was where he dropped them on the rope. What's it called? I learned it. It doesn't matter.
I hope that, or I wish
Stinger.
that the whole thing with the Sergeant Slaughter thing, I wish they would actually like play more into it because I feel like it would be, you know, something
feel
that
like
you can
he's
lean into and be like, oh,
I think
Sarge.
he is doing that. I
why
think he's
wouldn't-
playing it up a little bit because then like somebody will Sarge follows
It could
like
be a work
tens
for
of
all we
thousands
know,
of
you know,
people.
It
He
should be
likes
a work.
Sarge
It's-
is
it
the
makes
most
sense.
active person on Twitter,
especially
that I've
in
ever
this
seen.
day and
Hands
age,
down.
because
Very active.
Twitter beef, you know, would carry over.
But he likes
the
comments
audience,
on
you know what
her
I'm saying?
side too. Like he likes like both sides of it. It seems like so. I think he's just
Sergeant's,
enjoying.
you know, Slaughter's daughter.
Yeah.
Shout out Slaughter's daughter. I think she was like playing at that a little bit just to try to,
Yeah.
you know, hey, get the name in the mix, you know, start a little beef with
Yeah, why
her
not? You
and
know, fuck
see
it.
if she'll respond and, you know,
That'd
play
be
back
funny,
and
you
forth.
know?
Because if any, like, you know, you can't truly disrespect him. That would,
He
you
actually
know,
just
he's
went
too,
freelance, so he's a free agent again, to where he's signing with these smaller independent toy makers.
I bet
So-
you.
Really?
I bet you
Yes.
that it's going to have a direct impact on because he's probably going to be in that GI Joe movie whenever they make it.
Yes, and did you order that Bendy's
cool.
that I sent you the link to?
I ordered it. The second you sent it to me, within that minute, it was ordered.
Sarge would be the perfect
I got a-
bring back in an animated movie.
I got a
if
bendy.
they do a new one.
I got a bendy of Sergeant Slaughter that they just announced from that
I'm San Diego
wrestling
Comic Con.
podcast. Yeah, so
Nice.
I ordered that.
So much stuff announced. Holy crap.
I know you keep sending it. And I'm like, bro, stop.
Yes.
It's
The
killing me.
Joker
The
figure,
fucking
the
Mondo
Batman-
makes these insane 7-inch figures.
Is that the
and
Batman ones?
that's-
Or?
Yeah,
Oh, okay,
exactly.
okay,
and
yeah.
they're so fucking expensive.
Yeah, I want it.
It's
I don't
like
care.
the Hot
I want the
Toys of
Joker.
like 6-inch, 7-inch scale figures, and they're like super like
Detailed.
posable and detailed.
They
and,
look like
they
the
look
fucking
sharp.
comic. I'm
They're
sorry, they
like,
look like the show.
I would say they're the true rival to like the Super 7 series, where
Okay, yeah.
like the Super 7 are like pricier figures, but you're getting super quality. I think the Mondo is even on a next scale up. You
the
know,
color, everything is like very perfect. It looks to the cartoon. It looks.
but
exactly
they've been coming
to
out with
what you'd
Batman
imagine.
figures. They've been coming out with He-Man figures.
He
They came out with He-Man, Skeletor. They've announced a Trapjaw. They've made and they're showed off at San Diego. They had already come out with Battle Cat,
Till
but now
we
they have
meet again.
Panther, which is Skeletor's cat, because He-Man was famous for that. They make like the good guy version and the bad guy version, so you'd buy the same toy twice. They had Zoar, and then they had Screech, which was the same fucking bird with a different palette. They had fucking, a villain answer to every hero. You know what I mean?
Of course. And it all came down to the merchandise anyway, because it was just
Mechanic
evil.
and Extendar
It was like,
and
all right,
fucking.
what characters can we create where we can make a shitload of these, make it twice, make it sound like two separate things, but we only have to make one.
Rotar and Twistoid were like basically Beyblade He-Man figures.
Well, it's everything. I mean, you got
Top
liquid and
efficiency.
solid snake. You know, there's always.
Did you guys see that?
Oh,
meme
the
I sent
Margot
with
Robbie one?
That shit was great.
That was good. You guys gonna see this Barbie movie?
No. Unless
my
He-Man.
girlfriend
Sing-
might-
So the
might
single
have it.
guys, watch, right? The single guys, they're not seeing it.
Well, they're saying like Barbie's blowing away Oppenheimer, and I'm like, yeah,
whoa,
well,
whoa, everyone.
in numbers, but I'm like, well, hold
No,
on,
they're not.
Barbie has a bigger audience. You got anyone that's a kid,
yeah.
anyone that's an adult
Boyfriends
that
are
grew up
dragging
with
their
it.
girlfriends to see
Yeah,
Oppenheimer.
yeah, exactly.
whereas
Like
in
Oppenheimer
reverse-
is going to be a specific person, I think, that's watching Oppenheimer. Maybe not, but
I think Oppenheimer's going to be one of those movies that builds bigger audiences every week, because not only is it the biggest movie
People are
to
going to
come
be
out,
talking about it,
in
and
the
then it's
last-
going to be.
it's like Independence Day. I just like the wind up to this movie has been so long. It's been at least a year. They've been saying it because they delayed the movie. They pushed it into the summer, and I feel like this is the biggest movie to come out in a long.
I'm just
fucking
surprised
time.
anybody else cares because I'm a big history fan. I'm always listening to history podcasts and whatever, and like.
I didn't mean to transition us into this. Sorry.
Yeah, it's true. We are going to talk about it a
Yeah,
little bit
we're-
later.
we'll
I
push
wanted
it.
to mention, actually, Rob, we have in the comments here, Gannon is, I think it was Gannon. Or no, I'm sorry, Ben Gates said sick Legion of Doom. Now, you told us the story, I think,
Oh, yeah,
last week.
thanks,
But
Ben.
tell us the
Yeah.
quick saran wrap version of what you told us
Saran
last
wrap
week.
it.
Saran wrap.
Saran wrap version.
Wrap it up.
Let's fucking- we tune into last week's
Tinfoil will be faster because Saran wrap takes forever to deal
Just
with.
cut to the chase and tell us how much
Clings
it
to
Tell
costs.
them about
shit.
the toys.
How much
there
were
you got
they?
there.
Yeah, okay.
Susan Saran wrap over here.
Cost
Yeah,
200
all right.
and fucking whatever. And
Oh no, 200. I wish. God forbid. Jesus
And it's
fucking
signed, right?
forbid.
God forbid.
So yeah, it's actually signed by Animal.
It's no longer
I
with
scooped
us.
these
R.I.P.
from the
Pandora's
from
box.
Pandora's box. And,
Shout out Pandora's box.
Shout out Pandora's box
Done a
once
fortune.
again.
They're
Fucking
they're
fortune.
amazing. I
They
mean,
they
they're
they
amazing.
bankrupted me. They really fucked me. Jesus Christ.
It's how you like, I can't buy the Spider-Man statue.
Terrible.
You know why you can't buy
I
the
had-
Spider-Man statue?
I probably
You got the
I
Legion
probably
of Doom.
spent almost $1,000 in that store.
Oh
already.
man,
Those are in good condition, though,
I can see
man.
that.
They're fantastic condition. You
We've been
know?
talking
Color
about
pops.
those. We've been talking about those since the early shows. I think
Yeah.
those came up.
Well,
when
we
Well,
brought
we
up
saw one in the
wrestling
toy
for
hunt, but it
first
wasn't
fucking
that,
time.
right?
No,
That's not the one we
no,
saw. It was
no way.
Stained, the one that we saw.
Yeah.
So
they were shitty.
What we saw was at 80s Wrestling Con. You and I saw them in the box.
Yes, that was different. That
and
was
I'm
different.
like, I can't.
No,
not
no,
in
no.
the box.
Because
It
those
was
were like
$600
$350 a piece or some shit.
We saw.
They weren't
That at
signed
a
though. They
store
weren't
together.
signed either.
I wasn't at these Wrestling Con, but I remember seeing those at a store with you, and it was Stained.
Yes, it was. I think the Wrestling Universe had them stained.
Yeah. And
'Cause
you
that was-
you
that was
almost
the only
bought it
store
then.
You came with us too, because we called you when you met
So
up
this
with
is the
us there.
saran wrap version. of the
I
fucking
wasn't
story.
there because that's when we were wearing masks. I wasn't wearing a mask at this.
You do
point.
know this is the longer story about this.
Yeah, it's not
Well,
saran
that's
wrapped
not a
anymore.
that's saran wrap. They opened it up. They had to get a Tupperware out. It didn't fit.
So you got those from the
What's
store.
happening right now? What the fuck is going on?
You didn't get those on eBay.
No, these?
Yeah.
No, I got them
No.
in Pandora's box.
Yeah, when we went to Jersey, it was for
Jersey.
80s
80s wrestling.
WrestleCon, this year's. And then Rob was like, "Oh, we
I
can
was
go
like,
to Pandora's box
The time that the
and Wawa."
the time we were done
Twice.
with the con, it was like the middle of the day. I was like, I'm not driving back to New York. In
You
that
missed a
traffic,
great
so
trip.
let's
Yeah,
continue
Yeah,
on
what-
to
I'm
Pandora's
trying to remember
box.
that day.
We went to the dentist.
He did go to the.
Yeah, I gotta fucking
haven't
book
been
my
to the
appointment
dentist
6 months in advance. I can't cancel that
come
shit.
on.
What
No.
are you talking about? You have the same fucking dentist
Okay,
as I do.
schedule a cleaning.
So get
Schedule a
this.
cleaning right now.
I called him. I set my. I called him because
Joe,
I had a filling appointment the fucking
Help
the
me,
day
Joe.
before Eternal
me.
Con,
Help.
and I called him and pushed it a fucking week.
What
And
are
it
we
wasn't a
talking about?
problem.
Went to the
Maybe it's
Sopranos.
easier
Same
now. It
office.
is not. No,
Same
no. It's
dentist.
not easy. And
Don't
you're
give me
welcome
that
for
shit.
referring you to Dr. Handelman because he's the greatest dentist
And
I
I
ever
gave
lived.
him your regards, but I'm just
He's
telling
the man.
you.
No. It was. I fucking booked that shit out months in advance.
Yeah,
just didn't
I
wanna
said-
Fuck around with
He was
oral
like,
health.
I do too, but guess what? You can fucking move the appointment.
I
You're
couldn't
not gonna
move it.
die.
Couldn't move
I
it.
promise you.
Wasn't gonna happen.
So
You
it was a
missed
good
it.
trip.
Whatever. We went to the Sopranos
good
house.
trip.
We went to Pandora's box. We had a great time. Had some Jersey pizza. You know.
Yeah, when we walked into Pandora's box, Joe's mouth was on the floor. It was just like walking back into like KB Toys,
it was
1998.
Because
or
a lot of
something.
the
Like,
shit's carded.
KB
so
had
it's,
some good ones.
like,
it's
what-
crazy to see the shit on the pegs
Yeah.
like they were.
Yeah,
And it's
yeah.
what's-
and they have that old like really mint condition. Everything looks really fucking good. It's not raggedy.
Nope.
Doesn't smell musty.
and they
It's
know
like,
their shit.
huh,
They care about the
everything's fucking
stuff. You know, they
mint.
they get these insane collections, and you know, like, and
We gotta
Everywhere he turned, it was like,
you know what was fucking
Oh
killing
my
me? I
God,
saw it in an
this.
Instagram
Oh my
post.
God, that.
I got. I might hit him up about
That's
it.
my
They got
dream
the-
is to open up a store with him before he dies.
Did you see the
you
the
better start
the
selling. it.
NECA 4-pack of the cartoon turtles that they came out with? I almost got that from them. They just dropped the fucking video on their
Four
Instagram.
turtles.
Four
How much are they a
turtles.
piece?
I couldn't
Rob,
even
you
tell
gotta
you.
make a spreadsheet.
No, he doesn't even have-
asset
he doesn't
tracker.
even know what he
Track your-
has.
That's what I'm
But
saying.
realistically,
he needs to,
like,
you gotta make
these guys,
an
it's a labor-
inventory.
Chat GPT to fucking do it for me. You're like, hey, look at my attic and tell me what I have.
It's a labor of love, these toy stores, these collectible stores. And
It
some
is.
of them do well, some of them don't. But I think with Rob's personality, with his love for the the medium and the collecting and the personality he has, and the fact that he's semi-famous, I think if you opened up your own toy store, man, it would really take off.
All
Yeah,
right,
but you gotta have a
what
lot
you
of
would need
capital.
to
Probably
Yeah.
got a
do.
yacht's worth
You-
of.
I
The
don't
only
need
way
a,
that
you don't
works-
really need that much.
The only way that works.
And then I have to sell my own shit. I don't want to sell it.
No, you buy somebody else's collection. You can.
Yeah, well, what
You
money?
just keep
Get
buying
the
it.
fuck out of here. I just
Well,
keep
you have
buying
capital
and not get
from
rid of
the
it.
business. It's
You
a business.
just can't
Get away
even say
from
anything.
capital. I got a lowercase over here. Get the fuck out of here.
So again, my point was going to be that you can't actually have him open it. You open it, and he just shows up once in a while.
Oh, I'm going to run the place. I'm the business guy.
Yeah.
He's just going to be the special appearance guy who schmoozes
Yeah.
with the fucking
Help,
customers.
Hulkamania.
You know? Yeah, I know what I'm doing.
We were at the store before. Everybody was like, "Oh my God, bear, bear, bear," and then they were like, "Are you really the guy?" And he, "Yeah, I'm that guy.
Yeah,
That's all right.
I'm the guy. with
I'm the
family.
guy. I'm the Peter guy. Whatever."
Help, Hulkamania.
So yeah, you could open up your own fucking toy store based on everything I look and see.
He doesn't
in
want a store. He wants a
eyeshot.
museum. He wants a
He wants a
museum that he can
mausoleum.
charge
Museum.
people.
No, he wants a
with.
mausoleum.
I want a large space where I can just put my shit out and then just bury me.
He wants a fucking.
This is all part of the San Diego Comic-Con conversation.
It wouldn't be a.
That's all.
It'd be a tomb, if anything.
That's what I mean by mausoleum, but it would literally be his Jesus, pyramid.
Bury
It'll
him.
be
They'll
his
call me-
pyramid.
Imagine Rob said, "Bury me with all my toys."
King Minting Carden, you know?
You have to fucking just dig a giant fucking massive hole.
Get it, King Minting Carden? Terrible.
So they're making a killing because they're aiming all these toys at the 90s, 80s.
That's
and
why
90s.
we're broke and we don't have
Yeah,
houses.
they're crushing it.
I'm not
They
broke.
are-
I'm shattered.
This shit is
forget it.
coming out rapid fire. Every time I turn around, there's something
I
new.
gotta stop. It's bad.
They're bringing back the Turtles. So we got the new movie coming out, which
And
it's a-
they just announced at San Diego Comic-Con, Kevin Eastman just said that Nickelodeon got the rights to the 87 cartoon and they're going to start streaming on Paramount Plus.
87. You're welcome.
Oh.
Just saying, great year. Yeah, they're gonna bring all that back now, and they better do a good, like whatever, real life movie, live action. They should do it.
We'll see.
They should do
You
it
know,
again.
but then they're going to make it CG and it's going to be practical effects like the 90s.
I don't want.
And they're going to
CG.
look like the
Nah,
teenage
you
mutant
gotta-
fucking burn victims, like the fucking last goddamn movies. Fucking shit. Cocksucking fuck. What the fuck's his name? Michael Bell or whatever the
Michael Bay.
Yeah,
Michael Bay.
fucking cocksucker.
Well,
yeah, lens flare cocksucker.
To
They look
to
like
segue,
they look like
to do a s-
dinosaurs.
to
It just
segue,
fucks
they look
everything he
terrible.
touches.
look
Opposite of the
terrible.
Midas touch.
I would
Fuck
never-
the
Hulk Hogan,
Turns
that
to
piece of
shit.
shit. I'm gonna let you know you're no good
fuck you, high action
motherfucking.
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. I fuck you in the ass.
Michael Bay should stick to Bad Boys in Armageddon.
Oh,
That's it.
man.
It's a sin.
Michael
Fucked
Bay
them up.
made
I'm
Armageddon.
gonna show you a song.
They look like burn victims.
Pretty sure. Oh, I'm like 99% sure.
They
right
ruined
now.
those movies.
What do you think looked worse? Do you
Michael
think
Bay,
the
Armageddon.
Michael Bay Ninja Turtles or the 1990s
so Michael Bay.
Mario movie Goombas?
The explosions, the tight camera shots with the zoom,
They're
the
equally
hard zoom
terrible
and shit.
because the
Like
fucking
Bad Boys
were great.
Look
They-
nothing like the Goombas in the fucking game.
They were great. Those Goombas.
They're not Goombas. The Goombas were little fucking angry dickheads.
Well,
They're
Goombas are
fucking outta here.
mushrooms, whereas those
Yeah.
were like reptilians.
They were
but-
big dinosaurs.
yeah, but they were
They
still.
were supposed to be Koopas, but they called them Goombas, and it doesn't make any fucking
Michael
sense.
Bay.
They had the
fucked that
shape
whole
and the
movie
waddle.
up. Somebody that made that movie didn't know what the fuck they were talking about when they made it. Somebody just drew them money and said, "Here, make a movie about two guineas and a fucking king. Get the fuck out of here."
To this day, I maintain that the Super Mario Bros.
Bowser was a
movie
human.
great.
Like they really.
it was
fucked
Dennis
that movie
Hopper.
up. Yeah, fuck him.
Yeah, fuck him.
was
But
terrible.
still, it was great.
It was
Well,
terrible.
You know that the whole thing is they're cashing in on the 90s. They're cashing in on all this, and that's why Barbie's going to compete with Oppenheimer as a movie.
Oh, it's
right?
gonna see. It's already surpassed it.
It surpassed it. Like
Yeah, but-
opening weekend.
Yeah, it's already.
That's what I'm
like,
saying. I'm not surprised though.
it's
It's
not
got a
even-
bigger
it's like
audience.
quadrupled
than-
what
It
than
just proves the
Oppenheimer.
point of like women drive the market.
Women, children.
It's
Yeah,
gonna
but it's not
be-
even the weekend yet. How
It's
the
gonna
fuck are
it's
they-
gonna rival Mario as one of the most highest grossing movies of the year, probably.
I mean, but that
You
just
think
keeps
Chip Chen?
happening. Every movie that comes out is always fucking nailed.
Also,
to
the
point,
director
breaking
is,
records.
is very good.
all the Marvel movies
Greta-
shattered the record
Not
of the one
really.
before, and fucking.
I mean, it's Barbie. What could it really be? But I
Margot
think
Robbie is
it's Greta. The director is Greta. Fucking can't remember her name. She's like
Thunberg?
yeah, I think
Thunberg.
so. She's an indie. She's like
No,
a
that's the-
well-respected indie director.
That would get
And she's
That's
anyway.
the one that don't go to school.
Ah, shit.
So it has a good combination of things. It has again Margot Robbie and a good director. It's apparently pretty fucking.
I wonder
fun.
if He-Man's gonna show up. That's
No.
another Mattel property.
It makes sense. They're cashing in on all that.
I'd like to see a live action.
Barbie and He-Man were like the two
He-Man.
boy and girl toys of the '80s from Mattel.
Shira.
Those are the two big properties. And then they made the She-Ra line, but to not compete with Barbie, they made them the same size as He-Man. And then they just released all of She-Ra's villains in the He-Man line, like Hordak and all them guys.
Mm. Well, I don't really give a shit about that movie anyway because the whole point was fucking Oppenheimer in my mind because that's all they're talking about. It's Barbenheimer. Everybody's going to see these movies back to back, which is like
Why would you do that?
I
to
don't
yourself?
even
The
know
duality
if my
of
brain
them.
could handle that. Yeah, like
They're
walking in
probably
from
gonna
one
hate
to the other.
Oppenheimer because they're gonna feel good going out of Barbie and then feel like shit
Yeah,
coming
whatever
out of
order you
Oppenheimer.
watch them in is probably important. I'm good on that. And Oppenheimer's 3 hours. My back is just going to be.
I got no reason to
agony.
see Barbie. I just have no reason.
Even in those
No.
recliner chairs, still.
I gotta move though. I still gotta get up. You know, I feel like
I move a
I'm
lot.
gonna go see
not
Oppenheimer
even like
alone.
move. I gotta get up. I can't be like fucking sitting there like that the whole time.
I'm a fidgety fuck.
But that movie's
You are
probably
a
gonna
fidgety
fly.
fuck.
I don't think it's
Can't
gonna
help
feel
it.
like
I don't
3
know.
See
hours.
that shit in the middle of the night when nobody's up. I'll go watch it alone.
Oppenheimer.
you gotta go to the movies alone?
I
Hell
love
yeah,
going to
that's the
movies
best.
alone now. That's my favorite thing to do.
That's so
For
depressing.
many years,
No,
I
it's
did.
not, because here's the thing. I
Why
go
is
to
it
the movie
depressing?
with somebody else, and right after the movie ends, they'll be like, "That sucked," and now it's like, "Fuck!" Now
ruined
my
your
whole shit is
experience.
Yeah,
is
it's just
impressed
weird.
upon.
I always considered the movies as a
group
date
thing?
or a group.
I always did
terrible
too.
I've
date.
never went to the movies by myself. I don't think I ever will.
It's very peaceful because
I might
nobody's
kill
there to ask you
myself.
questions.
I'll be so
Oh.
depressed after that.
No, man, I'm telling you,
So I
it's-
got,
it's
I got
like-
nobody to go
you
to
get
a
to
movie
form
with.
your own opinion on it. You don't have
don't have
people
nobody
next
to
to
go
you.
with.
I don't really care what your opinion is. Go fuck
I
yourself.
like my
But
space.
it affects yours. Like I just
Doesn't.
remember.
It doesn't.
That's a
it
good
does.
poll.
Doesn't.
No.
Hey, everybody out there. Would you
I
go to
remember
the movies
seeing one of
alone?
the Star
You ever
Wars
go to a movie
movies
by
and be like,
yourself?
"Oh, that was all right," and then we walk out and everyone's like, "That fucking sucked."
Do not know
I
me.
don't care about that.
I have my own
give a
opinion.
shit about that.
Nobody like.
That's fine,
Changes
and
my-
obviously me too.
I
But
don't-
still, I'm just saying it. Like it imprints upon. I like to have a day to process it to
Insists
myself
upon itself.
before I start seeing what other people thought of it.
Oh, aristocrat.
I want an
Medium rare.
aristocrat. Yeah,
Aristocrat.
exactly. I like to process it. You know, let it
Yeah.
fucking.
You know the
marinate.
first movie I ever saw
Blanche.
went by myself? The Day After Tomorrow.
That's sad.
I just literally for that.
Should have called me.
That's
just
like,
like-
fucking 20 years ago, isn't it? Oh.
Yeah. Well, it was funny. I was on a trip, and I was up in New England. I was just by myself. I was on a trip seeing family, and
I mean,
that was I had to kill time. I think I literally had to kill some
I
time.
saw
and
one
was
of the
like, I'm just gonna go to the movies.
So one of the Star Wars movies that way
It's great.
because the
Mike
first
Pollock,
one
Mike Pollock goes to every movie alone.
it's good. The first one got spoiled for me, and I didn't want to wait to arrange to get all these people together to fucking la, la, la,
Han
la,
Solo
la.
got killed.
Yeah, that got spoiled for me when Solo got killed. So the second Star Wars movie that sucked, I went and saw that alone because I
used
wanted
to
to
see
be
a lot of
spoiled.
movies alone. Because I would find that waiting for other people to go see the movie with me, I'd miss the movies. And I'm like, fuck
Right.
that, I'm not missing any more movies.
Right.
So I just
I'm
sit
not
there.
becomes a
talking
whole
to
to-do.
anybody. I'm not focused on anybody else. Like when the I'm like,
Yeah, but see, like if I go see a movie with Rob's
I
laughing
usually
his
if
ass
there's a-
off.
yeah,
before
he's- yeah,
and
yeah.
now like and that in a
Takes you
way
out of it.
affects you in a way when you and granted that's not always the worst thing. It's funny, but at the same point, like it affects your opinion on something. You know,
Let me tell you what I went to
I
go
don't care
see
what
the
anybody fucking
Wizard of
cares,
Oz
yeah.
movie with what's her name?
I definitely have no
The
problem with
Oz the
forming my
Great
own
and Powerful
opinion,
with
but-
James Franco and Mila Kunis, and the movie was terrible. Like I fucking couldn't stand the movie, and like it's
I
getting
can-
towards the end, and she finally becomes a wicked witch, and I almost gotten up in the middle of the movie and said, "Shut up, Meg." That was bad.
So you're going to see Oppenheimer this week, right?
Sunday.
Nice.
Sunday,
All right. We're not going till next fucking Thursday, so we're going like less than a week.
The bomb goes off, kills everyone.
But
Kills
yeah,
everyone.
who gives a shit? You know
Spoilers.
what happens, right?
Spoiler alert: they make the bomb.
It's not important what's gonna
Fuck outta
happen.
here.
But this movie apparently is like the most a visual experience. So you want to see this in the best possible form, which is this
Isn't that beautiful?
70
here we
millimeter
go.
IMAX.
Oh,
Incredible experience. So Christopher Nolan himself is talking about it. They ask him,
Ah.
why should people see it in this format? There's only 19 of these
Yeah, it's fucking
screens
impossible
in
to
the
go
country. So one of them's in New York City. So we got the tickets to go. Thanks, Phil. Shout out to Phil. Hooked us up. Bought those tickets like 3 months ago. And apparently Christopher Nolan said it's like 3D without the glasses. It's so crystal clear and it just envelops your vision. It's so large, the format, that you feel like it's three-dimensional. And I was like, all right, that's enough for me. I don't care about taking the train to the city to see
As
this.
long as it's not 4D. Jesus Christ.
God, no.
Those are the worst movies.
Nope.
Yeah,
Thank
They're the
you.
worst.
I don't know when I'll see it.
The fucking chair shakes you around and shit. It's terrible. They spray water in your
I
face.
like that shit. The 40X or whatever. No, dude, I saw Top Gun in that. It was the best movie experience I ever had in my life.
I saw fucking Eternals. I felt like I got in a fucking car accident. It was
I didn't like
terrible.
it. I don't need smells while I'm watching a movie. I don't
And
need
Mandy had
smells.
an even worse experience.
I didn't get any smells with
Yeah, I don't
mine.
need
I got
smell.
sprayed with the
Nope.
water. There was the
Smell.
fan.
what
There
kind
was
of
the,
smell?
smelled like bullshit.
They
Right
said
now.
they smelled burnt rubber,
Bro,
but
they're, like,
when I saw
spraying
Top Gun,
water and fucking there's like burning rubber.
Nah,
I was like,
dude.
bro, what the fuck is this smell?
when I saw
Squirting in
Top
the
Gun,
face
the
during the
fucking
sex scene.
seats went
I
bzzz,
saw
and like
Shang-Chi in 4D or whatever the fuck. It was me and
4DX.
Yao.
Quan Chi.
yeah, I loved it, man. I thought it really
And I
complimented.
got
Top
invited by Regal to come see that. That was an
No
invitation.
thanks.
I'm
I
the
don't, need, I
Regal.
don't need a roller coaster ride when I go
Here's
watch a
your
fucking
invitation.
2-hour movie.
Gun. It's not that crazy though. It really
Whatever
was.
they
It
give you
was
to
just
get you
better
to the
versions.
theater, man.
I
They're
dude,
starving.
I got up on this thing. The jet was
They
going
are
up.
starving,
It was like
that's true.
fucking.
We were talking about movie theaters dying today, and
They were
It was
starving.
perfectly
theaters are having a
synchronized
problem.
with the movie.
but Tom Cruise has the whole fucking like all of Hollywood on his back. You know, there's like there's a few pinnacle actors here who are
It's
keeping
crazy
the whole
because I
thing
don't
going.
know anybody that's like, I'm gonna see Mission Impossible. You know? Do you know anyone
It's
that's
one
like,
of-
I'm gonna go see that?
It's true.
Like
I
the
was
last
saying,
6, 7
I haven't seen
If
it.
you're a moviegoer and it's like your thing to go to the movies weekly or monthly, then that's one of the movies you go to see. But it's not like
Definitely.
it's gotten to the point now where we don't go to the movies unless it's like this big, huge
The movie's like twice a year.
blockbuster.
I've
seen
really
multiple
dominated
movies.
for
It's
a
really,
while,
it's
but
really
now
like
it's not.
I watched a video the other day, and Marilyn, shout out to Marilyn at work, sent me like a YouTube video of someone talking about like there's not really like mid-level CB grade kind of lower budget rom-coms and Law and Order type movies and
Right.
legal
They
dramas.
can't afford to make them anymore.
Like they're not. They're like you used to go to the movies to see like Goodwill Hunting. Like that was a low budget movie and it was a cult classic. Big Lebowski. Like
Yes.
there's
Never
these,
would see that.
we're
in
not
the
seeing
theater.
these type of movies in the theaters. It's these big IPs or these books that are turned into movies or these
Right.
comic books or these video
Universes,
games. Yeah,
universes. Everything's a
it's all IP.
universe.
It's like they have to bank on the fact that you already have an established user base
Right.
that is interested in the IP and the product, and they're going to pay money to go to see the movie. But it's
zero
like
risk.
it takes away
The art.
the art of like going and watching a movie on a weekend and you got
Right.
nothing to do. It's shitty weather. We would go to the theater all the time as a kid,
Right.
and we would see whatever. Like it's
It's
just
spoiled as hell.
It's gotten too
Spoiled
convenient
as
to
hell.
just stay home and stream it. And
that's just ruined
smoke
everything,
pot in
dude.
bed and-
It's fucking ruined everything.
You got a beautiful screen at home.
It's
the
true,
tough-
but I
it's a
mean,
tough- it's a tough.
it's
You can
uh,
pause it. You
that
can piss.
LGC one is everything.
But slowly you could see
Yeah.
the decline. Like, what's it going to be like in 10 years from now, in 15 years
But
from now?
I don't think
It's
it's.
gonna be
I
so-
think
I
it's
think, like,
not a decline in. I think it's an improvement in like the home. Cinema experience has gotten so much better that it's.
Well, here's the problem.
There's nothing like seeing something on a giant screen in a movie theater with popcorn and the whole. It's just there's nothing like that experience. You cannot replicate that in
But
the house.
that experience sucks sometimes when you go to the movie and there's fucking people sitting in front of you that won't shut the fuck up.
You shut them up.
Yeah, great. And now you're fucking getting in a fight in the fucking
No,
movie theater.
That's not the
Uh-huh.
point. The whole point too. When you're well, I would say there's some technology that is going to kind of wipe this away. But when you
Uh-oh.
go to the theater,
Vision Pro.
I'm just saying, when you go to the theater, when you go to the theater and the screen,
He's itching to talk about
oh
it.
god, I can't wait. I can't wait. I'm obsessed with it.
we can talk.
I was fucking reading all about it today. It was awful. So when the screen is, bigger than your vision, the whole point is the experience.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I will say part of it is going to the theater, the smell of the popcorn,
Yep.
the snack stand,
Yeah.
getting your drinks,
having
getting
a
your
pee
food,
by the end of the movie.
being out of your fucking house because you
Yeah.
don't want to fucking be home.
Yeah.
My thoughts are it will just be boutique. It will just be like, similar to Broadway. Like theater hasn't died, but it sure isn't as popular as it was in 1900 before
Sure.
motion
It's
pictures.
like going to the
So I'll
arcade.
just
You don't
say-
need to. You could just
but
play your fucking
the-
system at home.
The problem is
Right,
the
and that-
gatekeeping.
yeah.
The problem's the gatekeeping because everything's fucking by like 3 or 4 giant movie studios and nothing else gets out there. There's no way to get. There's a lot of examples of it, but you can't get an indie movie into major theaters. They are gatekeeping all of it. They don't. AMC and all of those businesses, whatever deals they have with Disney and the rest are just so locked in. There's no room for anybody else. There's nothing. They won't allow anything else to penetrate their like system of money. But now they're desperate. You'll see they'll get desperate, and this can actually help because some movies will get out.
Well, it's
that
just a
shouldn't
thing
be,
that
or-
poor people or middle class people did in the 80s and 90s. You give a kid $10, you can go get
Right.
a movie ticket, get some food and popcorn, and for $10, like what could you do today? Nothing. So it's like you can't even go to the movies for $10
You need
anymore. So
20.
it's like it's a different time, and you know, same thing with what Chris said about arcades, where it's like you got Xbox Live, you got PlayStation Network, we can all be in our comfort and still play together, and we don't have to be in the arcade. But there's something about that social aspect that it is slowly declining in the world.
Yeah.
And you can see it in like today's kids. They don't really know how to act. They don't really know how to like converse. And
Don't have
they're
any
kind of
sportsmanship
they're
because they didn't have-
awkward.
they were in
They-
an arcade. You would
they're-
have to
it's
actually
just-
compete with somebody and see the
Yes.
person you were competing
Yes.
your high score with. You
That's
know,
why I'm so good at fighting games.
you'd be on the leaderboard and it was an accomplishment. But now it's like you're totally anonymous and they're just it's shit talking.
On the flip side, you will see how much money these movies are about to make.
But they're big
Oppenheimer-
IPs, though.
I'm just saying. Well,
No,
Oppenheimer's not a big IP.
It's a big budget movie.
It's Christopher
It's
Nolan,
Christopher
period.
Nolan.
That's
It's,
the only
it's,
reason people
it's
care.
got a stacked cast. It is
Yes.
a big time movie. It is
Yes.
not a fucking.
That's what
It's not
Gannon
indie,
said.
but the subject itself, like Chris was saying, it's a history.
I love
lesson.
that shit.
It's a
I love-
I'm
I love
obsessed
all-
with
yeah,
dialogue driven.
Yep,
Like
I
I
love all
don't
that.
care. I know it's all. We all know the wind up and what's going to happen.
Sure.
And it's like, oh, you're not going to spoil the movie, but
Yeah.
we were talking about it before, where it's like
In a world.
you're going to see every fucking frame of this movie online over the next like week or two. Everything you're going to basically be able to watch the movie via like timeline because everything I've been seeing just today is like, oh, I didn't see that before. That wasn't in a trailer. Oh, that's a new. I'm like, fuck. I have to wait a week to watch this movie. I fucked up.
I mean, talk about a movie
It'll
experience.
be worth it.
You're going to
It'll
see
be worth it.
literally a fucking nuclear bomb going off in IMAX. Like that's going to be loud.
It seems like the wind up to the movie is like that, and also the after effect of like what it means.
Right.
And apparently that's driven home pretty well because people seem to be leaving the movie like afflicted with a thought of, oh, this is like not good.
I think they're going to do a good
We're
job
living
explaining
out
the
his
science
concerns.
behind it, like how nukes work and how
Get
it
off
affects
the
people.
nuclear warhead. Just trying to feel the power between my legs, brother.
fucking Buscemi. No, that's
Armageddon, come on, man.
Nolan was able to not use
nukes.
like to not use CG, and the way that he was talking about it, and it seems like, yeah, they use like microscopic photography. They use like all different scales to show you how
What they
this
like,
is like kind of happening. It's
like light
This
a
is
firecracker.
this is gonna be a
visual.
this is gonna be a feast.
Yeah.
Feast of like stuff we haven't really seen yet. In
I also
theater.
think it would be the best movie to come out, and if you could watch it on a Vision Pro in like 8 months, it's like the movie.
Dude,
Yeah.
it's the killer app.
I
for
could
the
just sit
Vision
here
Pro.
like this, like
Star
an
Wars will be
asshole.
the first one. Gotta be the
Yeah,
first.
technology is a gift and a curse, man, in every way, though. I think that's like kind of the
It
wind up of
advances
what you were
it
saying.
advances one medium and it
Kills
slowly
others.
kills off another one. So yeah.
And we're dinosaurs now,
We are
man.
fucking
Based on the
dinosaurs.
pace
Dun,
of
dun,
things, the way like they're like, oh well, right now things like 5 years actually feels like 10 years because of the pace of innovation and so on. I'm like, wait, so I'm only like 36. Does that mean I'm like
People are
actually,
gonna look at us like
56?
he's older
Like,
than Google. I'm like,
I'm
fuck,
older
what?
than the internet, technically,
Terrible.
not officially, but in popular
man.
consumer, usage.
You've
yeah,
got
I'm
mail.
older, bro. I'm older.
Welcome.
older than all.
Somebody mentioned Limp Bizkit today, and one of the
Who?
girls I work with was
Who's
like,
that?
like they had no idea
Yeah,
who
who
they
is
were.
that?
I'm like,
That was
oh,
my
God.
girlfriend. I go, really? Really?
She did it all for the nookie.
I go,
Yeah,
wow.
Then we explained.
So
Take that
Eminem
cookie?
officially killed them though. Like the year that happened, they
Oh,
were
yeah.
dead. They were dead and buried. No one ever brought them up.
You ever
again.
watched the Woodstock documentary
Oh,
that's
99?
on Netflix? That's
Oh,
great.
That's
It's a great documentary.
to me.
Wow.
That's like the beginning of the end of humanity. It makes so much sense that is a really definitive because what happens
Chris,
after.
you would really like that.
You ever
need to
see
watch
this?
that.
I mean, is that the one where like there's the
disaster.
fucking the tacos were like overpriced and everybody was
Tacos
starving
were
and there was no
overpriced.
plumbing and like fucking
Yes.
like it was
mean,
like
it's all
a
of that.
fire
It was-
fest or
yeah.
whatever.
It was the hedonistic filth.
Right, they
most
were like throwing mud at each
absolutely
other. Green
Capitalistic
Day.
fucking
Oh yeah,
Nazi fucking nihilists. We believe in nothing. We take your money. We fuck
They
you
were
up.
taking advantage of these people to the point
It was
where
like Fire
they went
Festival.
crazy.
Yeah.
They just went
They
nuts.
tore it
and
down.
ended
They
up
started
tearing it
fires.
down and
They,
burning it down. At the very end, they handed out candles at the
Oh,
end.
what a
They have a
dunce.
candlelight vigil.
Fucking idiots.
But they also overcharged everybody for everything.
Let's hand out candles while we
Underfed.
watch Rage Against
There
the
was,
Machine.
fucking rape. There was
yeah.
a lot of fucking
just,
shit
like, crime
happening.
drugs.
There was deaths, there was injuries, there was
They were
all
on
sorts of
at a military base. It was the
Yep.
ultimate antithesis
in the
of
fucking middle
Woodstock.
of the sun, in the hot blasting sun.
Yeah.
Heat stroke.
August,
Fucking
July.
It was
or
July.
August?
Yeah, it was like I remember I was close to actually going to that, but my mother talked me out of it.
Good call.
I was 16, 17 at the time in '99 Woodstock, and it had a great set. It had Limp Bizkit, it had Kid Rock, it had
Corn.
You know, how all these
all the
bands that
essentials.
the
of
hard
99?
rock.
Freak
Yeah,
on a
It
leash.
did have.
yeah.
MTV was filming the whole
DMX
thing.
was there. You know, it was
nuts,
big time.
and it went too far. Like there was just not enough measures to keep people.
And that's another thing that's gone. Like MTV used to have their own VJs and reporters, and we would
Right.
watch MTV for like news updates on like
Kurt Loder.
Kurt Loder, all that shit. You know,
What's up, MTV? It's Gideon Yago. I remember that guy, Gideon Yago.
but like you don't even have shit like
He's-
that anymore. Like,
That was a little bit later, but yeah, I remember the before. What the fuck was that stupid shit? Total Request Live.
Yeah,
I remember
TRL.
I remember before that. Actually,
Yeah.
I remember the whole MTV News.
TRL is what ruined
They
MTV
broke.
for
They
me.
basically broke fucking Kurt Cobain's suicide. I
Yep.
feel like that's where
Michael
people
Jackson's
see
death,
that
all
cut.
that stuff.
when you watch clips, it's from MTV News when
Yep.
Kurt Cobain.
Pum
killed
pum
himself.
pum.
I remember that actually.
So they were important back then. So the '99 Woodstock documentary, essential. You have to watch that.
I
It's
did see
essential.
the Fire Festival documentary.
That one, they're just piece of
and-
shit
Well, yeah,
cocksuckers.
but it was like an ecological disaster or whatever.
What was it too?
Because like they couldn't like. I think like they couldn't get off of the island. Like there was no flights. Like they were
Nowhere
trapped
to take
on
a
a
shit.
fucking island.
So you got a ton of people with nowhere to shit,
yeah.
and you can't get off.
They brought like
and
FEMA tents eventually. It was like,
Oh my God.
yeah,
You
it's
fucking douchebag.
Oh, just shit all over your tits. That's what I would
when you're talking about
right.
tens of thousands of people, you have to like have there's mathematics and shit.
They
that's
fucked that up. They,
Did-
you know.
I just want to take a look at the comments. Did Hells say Armageddon 2?
Armageddon. He said Armageddon W.
Yeah, because we were just talking about the scene with Buscemi and the
So,
nuke.
yeah, I had a nice
Gotcha.
spot picked out there.
Yep.
It's an Armageddon quote. I forget it. It's
Oh, it's a great movie.
I always saw it. I was just fucking kidding.
w-
when I
Come
saw
on,
it.
man. Bruce Willis.
Bruce Willis, right?
If
And
that
he goes
movie's
to the
on
fucking
TV,
moon
I'll
or whatever.
leave
The
it on.
asteroid.
If
you
it's
know?
on, I'll leave it on. It's one of those.
great.
I'll just
They
leave
blow
it
up the asteroid and he
Liv
stays on it,
Tyler.
right?
Yeah, he saves the world.
fucking
Saves
Steven
Liv
Tyler.
Yeah.
Steven Tyler was in that.
No, it was just that he had the hit
Liv
song.
Tyler,
They
yeah.
had the
Yeah.
the hit
Aerosmith.
song. Aerosmith had the hit song with that movie.
Oh, what Aerosmith song?
Oh, come on.
Oh, fuck it.
I know
You want me
Aerosmith.
to
My
sing
brother
the
used to
melody
love that
this
shit.
Sweet emotion? No, sweet emotion.
It's not sweet emo.
no.
Imagine.
I was
Imagine.
crying when I left you,
No,
That one?
that's- oh,
and
no.
I'm dying
no.
to forget you.
Why can't I
Pink
think of it?
was Pink the Armageddon
No.
song?
No.
No, now that you've sung like 3 different, I can't even grasp at the melody of their fucking.
Sweet emotion.
What is the
No.
song? Please bring this up.
I wanna hold you
God.
close.
Oh, you're talking about
your
don't wanna close my eyes. Don't wanna fall asleep 'cause I miss you, baby.
And I don't wanna miss a thing.
That's right. Fuck. There you go.
Yeah.
Jesus. There it is.
Aerosmith.
Armageddon.
We all feel better now.
Yeah, there you go.
There you go, Hells. That was
It
for
was a
you.
cathartic experience. That was for Hells. He was singing too. Guess I miss you, baby.
And I don't wanna miss a thing.
All right. Hot take.
Oh God,
Oh my.
What's the best Aerosmith song?
Oh,
I'm just
God.
kidding. I'm just kidding.
I like Aerosmith.
What's your favorite Aerosmith song, guys?
I don't mind them.
Definitely
Sweet
not-
emotion's
Not
good.
a fan of Aerosmith.
You don't
No?
like Aerosmith?
No, I said not a fan. Sorry.
Oh, yeah, no.
Double negative.
You ever go on the Rock and Roller Coaster? I think
did.
now it's the Guardians of the Galaxy fuck experience.
I think
Should have been Aerosmith. I don't care if they're not culturally relevant.
Is it really? Did they change it to
I'm
that?
pretty sure that is
I thought
now
that's at
Guardians of the Galaxy. It was at Hollywood Studios, and it was
Yes.
the Aerosmith fucking Rock and Roller Coaster, and like one of the fastest
did
roller
go on
coasters
it,
ever.
yes.
Like you're going through
did.
warp speed and shit, and they're playing Aerosmith.
That'd be one of the most
not
random
anymore.
things ever in the fucking the Polar Express movie. At the end of the movie, they have a fucking elf that's Steven Tyler, and he's fucking singing. At the end of the movie. Like, what the fuck is Steven Tyler doing in the Polar
Hey,
Express?
you might make a good elf.
Fuck.
Steven Tyler as an elf. I never thought
At
I'd
the end
fucking
of the
live to
fucking
see
Polar Express.
Paul
Steven Tyler.
Giamatti is the rhino.
We'll put that up
That
there
was
with
the
that.
worst.
Yeah.
I'm gonna die on that
They
hill.
should just
that-
have Paul
that he-
Giamatti in a new Spider-Man
Paul
game.
Giamatti should have never been in a fucking Spider-Man movie, let alone the fucking
Paul
Rhino.
Giamatti could have made a good Dr. Octavius.
They didn't make Paul Giamatti.
Better than the fucking Rhino. Are you kidding me?
And that's not to say anything against the guy who did play Doc Ock, because he did great.
Yeah.
But I'm just saying,
Oh,
Paul
yeah.
Giamatti was
Alfred
miscast.
Molina was the best fucking.
Villain.
He was
Doc Ock that you
miscast.
could have.
He didn't need to be the Rhino. He could have been fucking.
And for people who don't know film and shit, Alfred Molina, one of his earliest roles was in Raiders of the Lost Ark. He was the one that said, "Toss me the idol, I'll toss you the whip." And he says, "Adios, senor," and then he gets killed in the beginning of the movie.
You know
great.
what I noticed today when I was watching Terminator 2? Breaking Bad, his brother-in-law there,
Hank?
Schroeder?
Hank, is in Terminator 2.
Sarah
Oh, shit.
Connor, come with me if you want to
He's
live.
one of the SWAT guys. I'll fucking guarantee it.
Get the fuck out of here.
Absolutely. I don't even think you see his full face,
Hank Schrader.
but he's in the SWAT gear during the
My
minigun.
CPU is a neural net processor, a learning computer.
Hola, DEA.
I'm trying to remember, jog my memory now. So, Terminator 1, the enemy was.
Hasta la vista,
Schwarzenegger.
baby.
It was. He was the.
So
bad
the
guy.
basis
And it was his
of
mom
the
or whatever,
story
right?
is that
He's trying to kill Sarah
there's
Connor.
this
to
guy that
prevent
leads the resistance
the
against the
birth
robots.
of John Connor.
So they basically send this robot back in time to try to kill him when kill his mother.
Right.
That he's never born.
So she's the main
they
character.
fail, and then
You've
they
never
get the-
seen
I'm
Terminator?
just trying to remember the order of things. And then 2 was the liquid one that was the guy from fucking Sopranos.
Liquid
right? What's
metal.
His name? Yeah.
And they send one of
Good metal. That's what they call
John
it?
Connor
Liquid
sends
metal.
his like best friend back in time to like
Listen,
save his mother,
negative.
and then he ends up fucking her, and he turns out to be the father of his best friend,
That's right.
I think I remember that. Yeah.
Reese.
Can he just turn himself into a bomb and blow me up?
You must be very proud of yourself.
Right.
In the second one, they
In
send
the second one, he's reprogrammed to help him instead.
Yeah.
Sent
Correct,
back in
yeah.
time.
It's a different robot.
John Connor sends
Yeah.
him back in time to help him
Right.
and
exactly.
his mom.
I'm back.
A human cybernetic
To kill
organism.
Tyson.
Liquid metal exoskeleton.
Learning
I need you to
computer.
listen to me very carefully.
Kind of along that same vein, though.
I need your boots, your clothes, and your motorcycle.
That's the
Now.
Love when he burns him with the cigar, and the guy in the background goes,
Ooh.
so fucking funny, bro. It's so fucking funny.
That was an-
every
that
time.
was-
One of my favorite scenes though is in the
Is
first
that-
Terminator when he goes to the gun store and he's like 12 gauge autoloader,
That's
45 long slide with laser sighting, phase plasma rifle, and the 40
the only
range,
English he fucking knows.
the Uzi 9mm.
You son of a bitch.
And he starts loading the gun in the store. He's like, "Hey, you can't do that." He's like, "Wrong,
Wrong.
He invented wrong.
wrong."
Yeah.
Schwarzenegger is the best.
I love him. Yeah, I wish I could smoke cigars with him. That would be fucking. That
A
would
couple
be.
of stogies here.
That would be the ultimate moment, right
Yeah.
there.
His fucking military vehicles.
That's right.
Riding a tank with fucking.
Yeah, he's got
Schwarzenegger
one.
smokes
he's
cigars.
got many horses in the house too. That's
How
right.
did we never get a good Terminator video game?
Love it.
The pinball
I
game
mean, there
was
was-
fantastic.
The one in the
So-
arcade,
That's right.
I have
Gun
a
those fuckers
little
down.
bit of story
That,
to
it
tell.
always was too fucking short. That was a money hog
Yeah.
because there was no point. There was nothing that would get you.
It was visually
Further along.
appealing.
Absolutely
back in the day.
It was
capitalized
sick,
on the
though,
fact
yeah,
that
you had
Arnold's
the-
still with us. He could do voiceover work in the
Good
game.
morning. How are you?
So I have some exciting news,
That's
and
right.
I'll have to show it off on an episode when Joe can't make it because I can't fit it on the studio with us.
Oh.
But I went to the video game trading post and Tanger in Deer Park. on Long
Tanger!
Island, and
Tanger uppercut.
Tanger uppercut.
Wait, there's a video game store at Tanger?
So next to the Chipotle is a video game trading post. And I had noticed in the window that they had a Peter Griffin cutout, like a cardboard standee. Like
What are you
Bret
doing
Hart
in the
that we had
window,
on the
Rob?
show. So I was like, I got to check this place out. I finally had the time to go down there. Guy that runs the store is this guy, Alex, really, really nice guy. Gives me the fucking cardboard cutout, gives me this game that my friend Nicole wanted, and then gives us refreshments. And then he lets me.
Come on, don't get
he
this guy in
had-
trouble here.
No, he let me play the pinball machine I've been telling you motherfuckers about for over a year. The one that my aunt has, the Black Knight 2000 machine.
Yeah.
And he has it in the fucking store. Like, you can play it. So if you guys were ever interested in checking that shit out,
I'm down
what's
for that.
cool about it is it was developed by Ed Boon and Midway before Mortal Kombat. And the
Get
voice
over
of the
here.
Black Knight is the voice that says finish him.
Oh, that's cool.
So
Shit.
it's fucking really sick. So I got to play that there. It was really awesome.
Round 1. Fight.
But you guys gotta check out the video game trading post in Deer Park. Shout out to Alex. Very nice people over there. And he's a wealth of knowledge. He's like Sean Evans of video games.
I mean, don't call me when I want to go to these things.
Well,
We still got to go to the Retro Source too. That's in Farmingville. That
Yeah, the
place
retro,
Oh, that
retro
place is
source
cool. I see
guys are
them on
very
social
nice.
media all the time.
Very, very
They
nice
look awesome.
guys.
We gotta do a trip. Maybe Chris will come with us and not go to the
We'll do
dentist
a-
this
Well,
time.
you guys are going fucking to the town over and not fucking New Jersey. So maybe
Oh, heaven forbid if you
Pokemania.
leave your house. What's
like
this
a lovely drive in a
December.
fucking car full of fucking
We had a great time.
protein
We had a
farts.
great fucking time.
Nah, I know, I'm just
Went to Wawa. It's
We
worth
did
the
go to
trip
Wawa.
alone to Wawa.
Fuck yeah.
It was a
Come
great
on.
trip. It was
Have
a
you
beautiful
ever-
day.
nice-
I don't
nice
think
sandwich from
Chris has
Wawa?
had Wawa.
Of course I've had Wawa.
Oh,
That was
okay.
like the
Oh, okay.
we used to go to Pennsylvania for
Never
the
saw
family
Nebraska,
vacation
never watched
spot, dude.
fucking.
Hey man, we went to Pennsylvania, go to Donny Park,
Oh, okay, yeah.
Steel Force.
I was gonna say, yeah, Six Flags. Most people stop at Wawa, Six Flags.
That's right.
Anytime I go there, it's like. Yeah,
I mean,
there
it's
you go.
literally I don't know
For
why
interesting.
we put it on. It's 7-Eleven, just in an alternate.
No,
No,
it's
but they
not.
make
Sandwiches are
good
great.
food, and they
Sandwiches
don't
are
look
great.
like you're
No.
gonna get fucking
Solid
diarrhea from
sandwich.
looking at the hot dogs.
You could get the hoagies.
And yes, I
I
can't
still-
get it all the time, so of course.
They've got fresh
yeah.
baked goods like bananas and they
If
got
we had it
all
all the time, we
you
probably
know, the
wouldn't use it as
donuts and
much,
these
but it's
things, all these kinds of
I
things.
mean, I would never eat 7-Eleven food.
No,
That
I
shit's
mean,
rolling
I
on there.
have,
No,
and
I
don't.
you pay the price every time. It ain't
Never.
worth it.
No,
I
I'm
would
good.
never.
Thank you.
I
It's
have.
like, why?
I
Why
have.
would you go?
You should go to All American though. It's fucking.
All
Oh.
American,
Summertime,
Hulk
All
American.
American.
That's it's funny. I'm talking to Chris and I'm like, you know, to Chris's point, or at least to his opinion, Massapequa Park, Gilgo Beach Killer,
It's
All
true.
American,
He was probably fucking eating
Probably
those
had All
and then
American.
going there.
This guy probably
killing these
had
people.
All American a few times.
Hulkamania,
You
brother.
probably
Sure.
did. You
Looked
know,
like he did.
anybody with taste buds would go
You
there.
you dying?
Where else could you go these days with inflation and everything?
You get a
so
$3
expensive?
hamburger.
A
Fuck
$3
outta here.
cheeseburger,
Listen.
you know, and a
Fuck
shake.
the All-American burger.
Classic
Fuck you.
And right next door, you can get
Do you
some
actually
soft
dislike
serve
it, or did you
pistachio.
feel that it was
Also
overhyped
the
when
shake,
you had it?
good strawberry shake.
I feel that it was overhyped, and
But did
to
you
me,
hate the burger?
I did not find a particularly enjoyable experience.
Did you eat it fresh?
You eat the pizza?
Yeah, I got it fucking fresh. We waited on the fucking line. Everyone, oh my god, fucking All American. It's so fucking good. You're fucking All American.
I mean, the line's long, but it goes
It's a
fast.
greasy fucking burger that I've had. I could have
OG
fucking thrown it on the
McDonald's.
grill and
OG
made it
McDonald's.
myself.
It's McDonald's before
It
McDonald's.
was
came to
McDonald's. It was no different to me than
It was
McDonald's.
way better than
McDonald's.
McDonald's.
Early old McDonald's.
Way better.
Yeah, sloppy.
Way
That was like
better.
sloppy fucking
Delicious.
jalopy fucking burger. Oh yeah, it's
Delicious.
supposed to be sloppy
Delicious.
because nobody gives a fuck.
Come on.
No,
Give me-
it's
give me,
fucking
uh,
It's
overhyped.
all sloppy when a fucking.
And
cheese
oh,
is
it's
eaten.
cheap. It's cheap.
I
Yeah, I
can't
know
go
it's
with
fucking
overhyped.
cheap because it's fucking dog food.
The
fucking
fries
cheap.
are good. The conditions are good. The dogs are
Fries,
good.
nothing notable about the fries whatsoever.
But
I
if
taste
you
it.
say overhyped,
Yeah, it's all
but
the
if
name.
nine-
You're just sold by the name All American. Yeah.
How did we
Fucking
get- how did we
Hacksaw
get
Jim
here?
Duggan.
They're tasty.
I-
and then
I
if you
had
go
to bring
next
it up.
door,
I had to just-
they have
I
an
had to
ice
say
cream
it. I
place
had to
next
say it.
door.
Soft
and they
serve
have really
pistachio.
good
Yeah,
sauce
well, fucking-
pistachio.
I bet there's a
Nice.
fucking ice cream parlor right next to a fucking funeral home, but it doesn't mean I'm gonna fucking go visit.
What the fuck does that have to do with anything?
Fuck the All American.
Get the fuck
burger.
out of here.
I'm not going there, and I'm not getting. Maybe I'll get the
It's a
ice.
sin.
I just recommended we should go there. So all three of us. we
Yeah,
should
see,
go.
but that's my whole point. Is if I say no, I don't like it. Let's go to All American. I got a great idea.
No. I
Chris, why don't
recommended
you
it-
want to go to All
I
American?
recommended it before Chris.
What
was
do you
there.
like?
right.
What do you like?
Wally's
you know what?
and Taco
The
Bell.
next
That's-
episode.
No,
10
and you know what? I'm gonna fucking
10
get
things
something
that
off my
Chris
chest right
actually
here.
likes.
I'm gonna get something off my chest right here. All right.
thought it was my
I don't
turn
know
this
how many
week.
fucking
There we go.
birthday dinners I've gone to this past fucking year where I had to throw down on fucking steaks for one of my friends
come to my
for a
birthday.
fucking steak dinner. I've spent hundreds of fucking dollars, and then on my birthday, no fucking steak. I am not fucking buying another fucking steak until I
Yeah,
get a
but
steak.
You
I
went
didn't
to the
get an
Brazilian
invite.
steakhouse.
Yeah,
You
with
didn't-
my fucking girlfriend. I wasn't a steak on the boys.
You didn't even invite
I don't know how
me.
many fucking thousands of dollars I spent on steaks.
I said
I
literally.
said
we
text
could
me.
go.
How can you have any pudding if you don't have your meat?
You're the one that wanted to stay in and be depressed on your
I
birthday.
was on my birthday. That was the day of.
I don't know,
Doesn't mean we couldn't
I
fucking.
strongly remember last year, me, Rob, and his dad took a trip to Brooklyn. You didn't want to go for my birthday.
We did.
We had pizza.
I took Joe to
Your
Brooklyn.
birthday is the same
Went to 18th
weekend as
Avenue.
my girlfriend's birthday.
Oh, fuck her. I'm more important.
I can't. And it's
Just,
her 30th birthday
luck with
coming
that.
up, so that's the. That's
Listen, so you've had like 7 or 8 birthdays with her. Have one with me. Balance it out, you know?
It's like, hey, I got to negotiate.
gotta
that
come
way.
to-
It won't be the 30th.
Her
I'll tell you
birthday's
that.
at 10th.
You
I know.
gotta come
Last
to-
year, actually, we could have met Kurt Angle on her birthday. She didn't want to go.
Imagine that.
September 11th.
Selfish.
Yeah, I was like,
Birthday
come on,
is
you don't want to
September-
meet Kurt Angle
Wait,
for
her
your
birthday is
The
September
broken
11th?
freaking neck.
and my sister's birthday.
Is it?
Yeah.
My
Girlfriend and my sister.
my
both
cousin's
September
wife. That's her birthday, but
11th. Fucked up.
anyway.
Anyway, if I say I don't want to go somewhere, let's go there. That's what it is. I don't want to go to Imperial Orchid. I got a great
So
idea.
next
Let's
week,
go to Imperial
Chris,
Orchid.
we're going to do 10
don't like
things that you
Imperial Orchid?
like.
I don't believe that.
You think you can come up with 10 things you like?
And things that I enjoy. Sure, I can come up with 10 fucking things.
Yeah,
Do it right now.
Wally's, Taco
But this
Bell.
week, yeah, exactly. Hey, I haven't eaten. This is the first Taco Bell I've eaten in fucking
Game of Thrones.
a week.
Grand Theft Auto.
Grand Theft Auto,
Minecraft.
Pokemon, Minecraft, video games, solitude,
Solitude.
sleep.
Solitude.
Solitude and sleep.
He compla-
Take
he-
me
he
out
likes
for my
solitude,
birthday.
but he
To enjoy
complains
being
that
alone.
Nobody's
When-
buying him steak.
Goes to a
Take
theater
me out for my
alone.
birthday. I can't catch you between a nap and a headache. Where the
Oh,
fuck?
that's horse shit. There was no efforts on anybody's parts. I don't want to hear that shit. Catch me.
I said that. I said we
fucking-
would go out. I literally said the week before. I was
Yeah,
like, yeah, we
we all
can go
said
out
that.
Sunday.
Yeah, yeah.
We
We
can
still,
go
hey,
to.
we can still do it.
Of course.
I'm
what
just
the
saying.
fuck?
I was
My
like,
only
pass up
my
steak.
only qualm is I'm not fucking buying
And I
another
said I'd
steak
cover
until
it.
I get
Do
a
I
fuck-
cinch
I
and
know you
rebuke?
would. I know. But I'm saying we
Until I
gotta
get
get a group.
First of all,
But I don't want you only covering the cost of my steak. That's not what I'm saying. I
I'm
want
not-
a
listen,
cumulative
I'm
group
not- yeah.
of fucking cocksuckers that I subsidize your fucking steak dinners. You fucking greedy fucks.
Nobody
And
buys
then
me
everybody's
steak.
throwing back
This one's a
bottles of
joke.
wine. Let's get another bottle of fucking $200 wine. It's fine.
Let me explain.
Somebody else's birthday. Why
Let me
not?
explain to you. Like, I never got a steak dinner from you. That's
I
number
never,
one.
I never got a
you
steak
haven't.
dinner from you either.
We have
That's
will?
number one.
Not
Number,
once.
number
Not
two,
Rob-
2
not
weeks
Rob
ago,
either.
we
Well,
did
I'm not singling you guys
Hold on.
out. You guys
2 weeks
haven't
ago, we
paid
did
for
a
my
Sopranos
steaks.
episode, and I spent $100 on food, and everybody gave me.
I took one fucking bite of gobble. I didn't
I'm,
eat any of that fucking food. This motherfucker wants me to pay $25. I didn't eat anything.
This-
I didn't eat.
This cheap fuck
Why did
goes,
you eat?
I had
wasn't
one piece
hungry.
of salami. I'll give you 20, not 25. Oh,
I gave him $20 for a single slice of salami. You son
Oh,
of a bitch.
and a sfogliatelle and a cannoli and fucking pasta.
I
and
didn't eat the
grated
pasta. I
cheese.
ate 2 bites of the pasta.
That's
Yeah,
not my
see,
problem.
I slaved
I'm
over
just
a
saying.
fucking
yeah,
stove and
but
he
you
had
were
to
gonna.
bite.
You made it anyway.
I made him boil the.
It's not a
pasta,
matter of-
for
I made it
God's
myself.
sakes.
But it's not about you, Chris. It's about we got the food for the show and for the audience and
That's
for
it.
us.
Hey, listen.
It's about contributing, you
Everybody
know.
loved it.
Yeah.
But you're a cheap fuck, no
That's
good
horseshit.
motherfucker.
I didn't eat. I
piece of
paid $20 to not
Chris-
eat anything.
Chris contributes all the audiobooks to the fans out
That's
there.
true. I give a fucking $15 fucking book every week.
$15, little man.
Up to
Put
40,
that shit
up to
in my
$40.
hand.
I've gotten a $40 fucking book.
Sure, the value with Audible is actually quite.
Yeah, shout out Audible.
Brought to you by Taco Bell and Audible. No.
Seriously.
Brought to you by
Yeah, that'd be
Hangry.
nice. This show is pretty much brought to you by Taco Bell and Audible.
That'd be nice. Let's get him.
Can we actually do something though this summer? Like, because it's
Let's
about,
go back to 18th Avenue.
It's somehow
go
already
to
the end of
beach.
July. So
Huh?
It's already almost the end
that's
of
what I'm
July,
saying. We gotta do something soon.
Let's go back to 18th Avenue.
I guess I'm off
do it.
Saturday.
Let's all
Something.
get
Why
in
the fuck
car.
do we always got to go to a fucking another goddamn county? We go to Belmont Park. We can go to the fuck. We could do. There's so many things we could do that's not in fucking New Jersey.
It's not
Though
New Jersey.
from the
18th
dungeon does
Avenue
want
is in
to
Brooklyn.
come on the show. I want to mention Brooklyn, New Jersey. It's still fucking. I drive to Brooklyn.
You don't have to
There's
cross
actually
any
a-
bridges to go to Brooklyn
The 18th Avenue Feast, Rob, is next month.
next month.
So that whole area that we were in with your dad, the whole, 10, 15 blocks gets carted off for a feast.
Oh, good luck to parking. Jesus
Yeah.
Christ.
Yeah.
Good luck, Bargain.
But I mean, that's
Not taking a train.
Parking a fucking mile away.
help Pokemania.
Taking a train.
Couple of Zeps, couple of, sausage peps.
So I've been trying
I
to
usually
keep.
go down to Little Italy for.
You just couldn't make it to the feast.
San
I tried
Gennaro?
to take
Yeah.
you to the
Do that.
Mount Carmel feast.
Joe, how are you feeling?
Nobody's
you feel like
ever
you got
available.
5 things that you hate?
Oh, man. It'd take me a minute.
Trying to. I've been
top of my
trying to
head.
keep things like almost
Uh,
hateful just to get you going.
man.
Yeah. Trying to get the fans going.
5 things that I hate. So that we want to segue into that. Want to do that now?
Yeah.
All right, 5 things I
We gotta
five things I can't fucking stomach.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Or do you want to call it "Am I Wrong" or whatever?
Am I wrong? No. Shawn Michaels. Yeah.
Number 1, we're just
Fuck
gonna lead
Shawn
with it.
Michaels.
You gotta be you gotta try to at least from least to most.
Things that piss me off. Am I the only one in here that gives a shit about the rules? Cancel culture. Don't like that shit. Fucking entitlement. We talked about that when you did your roundabout. Don't like that shit. Number 4. Number 3. This is a weird one because I'm a lifeguard. I was a lifeguard from the time I was 18 till about 25. Band-Aids in the pool. Get out. You don't belong in the pool with a fucking Band-Aid on.
It's true because you got
Get out of the
that means
pool
you got a wet
with your
wound.
fucking Band-Aid juice and all your fucking gauze and all your
pus.
gook and your pus and your fudge of the guts.
Well, that's why they
Get
put
out of the
chlorine.
fucking pool!
That's why there's chlorine.
No!
But I mean, if you think about it,
Chlorines.
like
Listen.
pools are just disgusting. I mean, they got ass water.
Everything.
Everybody's holes are in there, you know. It's
If
funny.
you're a lifeguard at a public
Probably
pool,
why my immune system's so good and I don't...
how many times?
the
How
ass
many?
water.
It's ass water.
Chlorine ass water.
Oh, I'll tell you a quick story about a lifeguard story. It's a quick one. So, in the summertime, I would lifeguard at either a beach or a pool for like camp kids. And in the winter, I was a swimming instructor, and I taught like elderly and like special needs kids how to swim, how to relax in the water, how to just get used to
be
it,
into it, yeah.
exercise, get comfortable. And I'll never forget. I was working in the Y. It was winter, and this one kid. He was probably maybe about 7 or 8 years old. He would always jump in the water with a life vest on. And I'm watching him, and he's outside the pool, and he's got his life vest on, and he takes it off. I'm like, oh, this little sumbitch is jumping in, and I'm going to have to go get him. So he takes his life vest off. Then he takes his trunks off.
Oh, my God.
Then he takes a shit right on the pool fucking ledge. And then he proceeds to pick up the shit, shampoo it in his fucking head, and jump in the pool without his life vest.
Pool's closed. Guys,
Drain the whole fucking
yeah,
pool,
pool's
Olympic-sized
closed
pool.
all day.
I had to go in and
Yeah,
fucking
saving
pluck
that.
him out with shit all over his fucking head. So, yeah.
Oh, my
Christ.
God.
I
I don't pay people enough for that kind of shit.
So what about Band-Aids in the ocean? Is that okay?
I don't go in the ocean.
You don't
I
go
mean,
in the ocean?
I try not to. I mean,
What?
it
don't
depends
really
on.
like
Grew up in the ocean.
I'm from Brooklyn. We used to go to the ocean. We used to surf. Like I like to surf and shit like that. But you go in the water in Brooklyn, you come out with a fucking tampon on your head. It's disgusting.
I mean,
There's
we got
broken
Robert
glass
Robert.
bottles
we
and
got,
fucking.
we got better
spots.
beaches out here.
They do. You do.
Yes.
100% you do. Absolutely. But
That's
there's
what I need to
nothing
do
like
this
going
weekend.
to a beach where you can see your feet in the water, like Miami.
Oh, my
Have you ever
God.
been to South Beach,
crystal
Miami? It's
clear water,
beautiful.
yeah.
Like that's the kind of beach that I would stay with all
I
day.
went to Dominican
but,
Republic, and
yeah.
I thought it was in a dream because
Yeah.
the water was just like
White sand, blue,
perfect
Oh, man.
temperature, and you could see your feet. And I was like, "This is fucking crazy."
Yeah.
'Cause I'm definitely used to the Northeast, and yeah, I grew up, going to the beach, going in the water. Love fucking wave surfing, but that's definitely something where Long Island down here, South Shore, beautiful, like nice, not beautiful,
We
but
got,
nice.
we got a
beaches,
nice.
nice
Robert
beaches.
Moses is a good beach, I think.
Moses is definitely
I
a good beach.
prefer
To
it.
have access to, for it to be 20 minutes away.
Yeah.
It's incredible compared
10
to the fucking
10 minutes away.
Rockaways or wherever the fuck. You'd probably go to Jones.
There's
though,
no
right?
rocks
Would
on the
Would you
beach.
go out to
I've
Jones
been
Beach
to
there?
all these beaches, but it's not like I have a pool in my fucking backyard. It's a beautiful pool.
Yeah,
I
it is
don't
nice.
really need it.
Oh, it's a sin.
It's a saltwater pool. I was there last night.
No one's shitting in it. You're good.
No,
It's
just
just
me.
me.
Maybe a little pee-pee, but no poop.
No, I
What
don't
else
pee
do
in
you
my own
fucking
fucking
hate?
pool.
What's
usually.
where you at?
So you had number 3. What's number 2?
Fucking onions.
What?
Onions?
Love onions.
I fucking don't like
burger,
Roll
onions.
yourself.
but-
I just they're
Fries,
slimy. They're fucking.
Whoa,
They're just,
wait.
What the
All
fuck
right.
they
kind of
fucking
onions?
stink. They
Even
fucking.
onion
What about
your
the
breath
flavor?
is
Like, you
horrible.
ever smell onion?
It's
all right,
horrible.
What about onions
Yeah,
with, what do
Not
you
too
eat?
many
Olive-
onions. Not
olive
too many
oil?
onions.
Sausage and peppers
When he's
and
making the
onions.
sauce in the jail and Goodfellas, not too many onions.
Not too many,
too
but
many onions.
olive oil, garlic, and onion. And
No, no onion. Onion.
What's this?
No onion.
I mean, you're not going to talk shit. You fucking
many
were putting
onions.
macaroni in the microwave 2 weeks ago. Get the fuck out of here, you fuck.
Yeah, but
That'll always be the
it's-
challenge. But no,
It's
I just,
onions
uh,
are great.
married with
raw
Italian-
onions.
No, I-
Fantastic.
No, I get it.
Raw
I
onion?
just, hey, you got
Some
your
fucking onions on a burger. Is it cooked or
You
raw
like
or both?
sauteed onions?
like any fucking kind
You
of
don't like
onions.
any onion rings.
That's what I was gonna say.
I like
What about
Burger
onion
King
rings?
onion rings because it's all fucking
It's not really
breadcrumbs.
onions.
So,
that's why.
so onion rings make the cut.
It depends on how they're cooked. If it's slimy,
See,
and
I was
slippery,
crucified for saying mayonnaise, and you're saying onions, and
That's
I feel
why.
like mayonnaise
That's why I
is
thought
more
this is a
disgusting.
good correlation.
All right.
You know, mayonnaise and onions—they're both
think
slippery and
onions
And I
are
will
made-
say this: for the
onions
majority of my
covered in
life, I
mayonnaise.
hated onions.
That's disgusting.
And more recently, they've grown on me. Now I
No,
enjoy them.
still haven't grown on me. I'm old.
As I get
fucking
older,
like onions.
I'm just like, yeah,
My
whatever. I'll try
palate's
it. Why not?
changed.
You ever
Yeah,
you ever
100%.
read Holes when you were in school?
Yeah, oh
Book
yeah.
Holes.
My aunt fucking recommended
And then
it.
they
Great
they
book.
made a movie for it. It was a big book.
Yeah, with Shia LaBeouf, the fucking prick.
Yeah,
That was
it's
the
like a
movie
kid
later.
that like goes to it's like sent to prison. He has to dig holes in the desert, pretty much.
Yeah, they're looking for treasure.
And he has to like live off of onions for a while.
Yeah.
That made me love onions. I don't know.
That made you love them?
Kind of made me like because he just has to eat onions. That's all he has to eat. Oh,
I always liked them.
That was number
fix
2.
that.
Onion.
So okay, so number 2 is onions.
All right, so what's the number one thing you hate?
Shawn Michaels.
Yeah, come on, man. We know.
Wasn't that number 5?
Anticlimactic.
That
was- that's number 5, I think.
A Nissan Altima. Let me go ahead and pick
Hey,
that.
they are
The
fucking
fucking Nissan
pieces
Altimas
of
when they're in
shit.
the fucking road and they just
Fucking pieces
holy
of
shit.
Pieces of shit.
Pieces of shit.
Hey,
I don't
listen,
fucking hate anybody more.
People with Teslas are competing.
The number one thing I hate is old people behind the wheel.
True. Not for nothing, an old person behind the wheel fucks CJ up real bad.
There's more accidents because of slow drivers than there are because of fast drivers. Because the fast drivers are trying to get out of the way of the slow people, and that causes the fucking accident.
If you drive outside of New York,
It took
though,
me 3 hours the other
Nobody-
day to get to work
nobody
because there
knows
was
that.
an accident in the LIE. They closed down 4 fucking exits, and I was stuck in the middle of the fucking morning, couldn't do anything. So,
Listen,
and also every time you fucking do it, I don't know if you guys do it when you're driving, and they're fucking slow as shit. Do you slow down just to look to see who's behind the wheel? Because I do it every time, and every time I'm
did that
fucking
today.
right. It's some old fucking cocksucker who's fucking sitting like this, and they're just fucking. Get out of the road! You should have to retake your fucking goddamn road test and get another license. Get off the fucking road.
what happens
flow.
when they want to take your license away, though? You'll be
I'm
pissed.
fine with that. Uber. Just drive me
Yeah,
around.
we have a different feature.
I don't like driving anyway. I don't fucking like driving.
Well,
But when you're old and you can't fucking function, get off the fucking road.
When it comes down to
I would
it,
say
between the 3 of us, our number one thing was traffic, pretty much. You saw
it's the
Ultima.
traffic.
Well, actually, Rob was karaoke. I think was number 1.
Was that number 1 for me?
So, yeah.
surprising.
I do hate karaoke.
So
Fucking
Joe's
hate that
top
shit.
5 things that he hates
Yeah.
right now.
That's off the top of my head. I if I'd have had more time to kind of go through a list, but
You could always do another top
top
5
of my list, I would say those would be on there
Overpriced
somewhere.
wrestling
Lifetime
figures.
top 5, like that's like the current top 5. Like
I mean, that's relative to.
all
I've
time.
always hated onions.
always
Yeah.
crazy, bro.
Honestly, about 5 years ago, I would have
Flavor.
agreed with you.
When somebody's cooking
Yeah.
and there's the onions fucking
Ah,
hit the fucking.
Don't like that smell. Don't like that
Oh my
taste.
god! It's like the smell. That's
The worst thing is like the onion chips. What are they called? Like the onion.
Oh, you mean like bloomin' onion? Like that?
No.
Sour cream and onion.
Yeah, sour cream and onion. Terrible.
Not my
Fucking-
favorite.
shit? Yeah, but that's
Rancid.
like onion powder on a fucking
It's like
chip.
rancid
That's
love
bread.
some onion powder.
Like the
Love
worst
onion
bread.
powder.
Like I ever go out with a girl. She has fucking whatever onion. What are they called? Garlic and onion. Sour cream and onion chips. That's it. She's out of the car. She's done. That's, it.
OWT out.
That's the Joe test. You know.
See, but
That's
I
the-
feel like
that's
it's
the
got to
door-
be
that's the
tied to
Mario
something.
test?
You
Mario
must
test.
not have some like good memory or something with onions.
You pull up to a tractor trailer with a broad who's sitting in your passenger seat and slowly move her head down to your crotch. You know, that's the Mario test.
Sure, man.
Have you guys ever
taking
given
a lot
a
of this
girl the door test? Because I have.
I feel.
Nobody
I always
does
felt
that
like the
shit
door
anymore.
test doesn't hold up in the year 2020. Like
No, because
Not in that
Cars
era.
are
cars
different
don't
now.
work that way.
Yeah, my,
Yeah, you know,
my
it's-
door unlocks first when I hit the button.
Yeah.
exactly.
So I'm not.
I can't unlock that door first. And I ain't gonna walk up to it and use a key.
Now I will say that I have
That's
opened
not.
the door.
That's not the test. So the test is you can totally do it with today's cars. You go up to the passenger side door. Obviously, you have the clicker. It opens it up.
Oh,
You
yeah,
open
okay.
the door. You let her in. You close the door.
I guarantee you 100 times.
And is she reaching over to press the button? Is she just sitting there like a dunce? Like, what is she doing?
I don't think it holds up
Ain't
anymore.
no- Yeah, I don't think I'll play. Because my door's already unlocked. She ain't gonna open my door.
I'm not driving like a
I'm not
fucking
gonna ask
80,
anybody to open
a
my door
fucking
for me.
72 cutlass or whatever.
but I've had a girl do that for me. Like she pulled the lever.
Little lever.
Yeah, to open the.
Well, you were alive in the 40s, so, you know.
Fuck you. Fucking 5 years older than you, you piece of shit.
Well,
I was about
well, that was a keeper then. What happened?
Huh?
That was a keeper.
I don't
What
know, that
happened
was a long
to him?
time ago.
Well, you
Yeah,
know,
just-
you're supposed to get 3
then
of them
hold
in your
up.
life.
Yeah,
so
you're only
she
allowed
was
3
one of
great
the
women in
It
your
was
lifetime.
back when the windows cranked.
No, it was my Mustang. And my Mustang's old.
No, the windows didn't open yet.
Yeah. That was when I had actually air conditioning and heat in my car. No,
You had the Fred Flintstone car. You had to run them.
I don't know what my equivalent to.
He hasn't even seen that movie. I'm surprised he even knows what we're talking about.
I have a Mario test for you. This is the Joe test. And this is also, I was going to put this on the list, but it's a little kind of off topic. When you're dating a girl or you go out with a girl, you meet a girl for the first time, whatever. If she has dirty fingernails, I'm done.
I mean,
That's the
if anybody's
not a
dating
test.
anybody,
no, that is
not-
a test.
that's not
an
exclusively.
that is absolutely a test.
It just means
What
it's
if she
not-
was just gardening?
That's
She's
not
fucking growing
exclusively
roses.
for women.
Well, why is she
That's-
on a
that
date
goes
with
both
me?
fucking ways. If you go on a date with dirty fingernails,
Yeah.
you're out. You're out.
OWT.
I don't have dirty fingernails. I never do. But a guy, it's a little bit more excusable.
Yeah.
than a girl.
Nice, you see?
It's there's something
They like
about a
take
girl with dirty
collagen, so they
fingernails
grow
that
in
it's
fast.
like the Shkivatsa Van Gul. I'm done. I'm out.
No, my thing for that
So
is
that's-
cigarettes.
That is the
Well,
That's
you know,
actually
it
number
comes down
one.
to
You can
hygiene.
smell the
cigarettes
cigarettes on the
cigarettes is
fingers.
number one. Cigarettes is still number one.
Yeah, it's the worst.
And number two is dirty fingernails.
you could smell it on their fingers.
Hygiene. It's down to hygiene.
Yeah.
You
It
gotta
is
have good
hygiene.
hygiene.
Yeah.
I don't disagree.
I like a girl that smells nice. You know what I mean?
And
I
now
cannot
what's this
abide
thing with
foul
these
odors.
girls who got the hairy underarms? That's like coming back now.
I don't.
That
I
never
don't
bothered.
believe that.
Honestly, never bothered
I don't
me.
believe
As long
that.
as they don't look like mine, like if it's a
Oh
little,
my God.
if it's a little bit. I don't give a fuck. I mean,
They
we're
look like you.
we're
Is it a
literally
woman?
fucking apes. Look at us. I'm fucking hairy as fuck. You think I care if there's great if you look like
Shabak
me,
over here.
if it looks like me, then that'd be a problem. But if it's like a little fucking fuzz, I would really not give a shit. I've been to Europe, bro.
I gotta go. I gotta get a new podcast.
Saying.
We're giving dating
If fucking
tips. Yeah.
if Angelina Jolie walked up and she had a little bit of fucking armpit hair, you're gonna tell me that you're not gonna fucking tell her she's a very nice woman.
You're not fucking her armpits.
You know how particular you are, and that's something that doesn't
That's
bother
the
you.
thing.
As
That's-
particular
I'm
as
not
you
as bad
are.
as you think.
Wow.
I'm more agreeable than you think. I'm a very amenable,
See?
I don't know.
you know.
I don't.
Yeah, the one thing.
very amenable to a degree. Like I said, if it looks like me, then there's a problem.
The other thing is, if
That's
the
why you're
toenails
Polish.
aren't painted, that's also a flag.
If they're not painted,
You gotta have.
I feel like that's just the biggest waste of money and time, and it's kind of like a fucking form of like. I don't know. I think it's fucked up that people pay these strangers
I mean, painted
to
nails
touch
are
their
nice,
feet.
You know?
But it's like slavery. This is slavery. You're paying this person to touch
Please
your
let me touch
I
your
know.
feet.
Yeah, it's just fucking like you're a peasant. Paint my fucking pick the fungus out of my fucking feet, and then clean them.
What
and
about
then
a girl
paint
who
'em.
paints her own feet?
Well,
paints
that's
her
what you
toenails?
should do. Yeah, you should take care of your own fucking feet.
That's
A
what
lot
I'm
of
saying.
people do,
What if
though.
they're not taken care of though?
Well, then that's a problem because
Bad
my
feet?
feet are beautiful. And if your feet
My
look,
feet are beautiful.
if
Wow.
your
This
feet
is-
look worse than mine, then
this
there's a
is,
problem.
This is really bad.
Said-
I'm just saying, take care of your own fucking feet. If you're paying a stranger to fucking clean your feet, like what the fuck? I don't care how much you're paying them. That's like a caste system.
You never
type
gone
shit.
for a pedicure?
Never.
You never
I
do?
have.
My nails are perfect. I don't need anybody.
That's a
to fuck with
manicure.
them. Whatever. My feet are perfect. I don't need anyone touching my feet.
Got perfect feet.
Yeah.
I will say though that when they sand your feet down, it's ticklish.
Say my own fucking feet. I don't need some fucking poor.
I'm shine shoes no
person.
more. Maybe you
Shut
didn't hear.
shoes no
Yeah.
more. They go up there.
I
tell you.
don't
Keep
shave
them
my
here.
feet.
What your fucking butt, you fake old tough guy.
Yeah, come on.
You feel
Oh,
strong.
Feel
man.
strong.
This is
Break up my fucking party.
we are so off the rails.
Off the
No,
rails.
I always
Well,
felt,
it
and the
was
same
a
thing with
fun big
massages.
day.
I feel like massages are like unethical too.
Oh, they're fantastic.
But you're paying this fucking person to fucking squeeze your body and shit. Just feels like slavery to me. I don't know. I can't explain it.
But you're
What?
paying them. It's not
You're
slavery.
paying them, but you're not paying them. You know, like to.
What, are you gonna give $1 million because they touch your body? Get the fuck out of here.
I mean, if you got perfect feet like him, it should be like, holy
that's
shit.
it.
huh?
That's
Saying, you know, I don't
Get
need.
George Jefferson to walk on
How
your back.
fucking lazy are you that you can't take care of your own fucking feet?
How could you massage yourself?
How could
though?
you rub your own back?
You get a fucking back foam roller or whatever. Like I got.
It's not rubbing your back, you
It's
idiot.
not the same
Yeah, chirp
thing.
wheel. It fucking rubs your back good.
That's not the same
I give
thing.
myself a massage on that thing.
That's not
dude.
the same thing.
Oh, it's
He
good.
not
massages
the same
himself
thing.
over here.
Well, hey, what do you want?
It's different.
I'm not paying some fucking
Have you ever
rub
had a
and tug.
professional massage?
I've been tugged.
I've never had a professional
So
massage.
how are you gonna knock it if you never tried it?
Because I feel it's an unethical thing to do
That's
to go get a
bullshit.
massage. First of all, who the fuck am I? Like I'm some
It's
fucking
a business. They're providing
Somebody
you.
that's fucking wound up. The other, you of all people.
Yeah,
need
well,
a
you know what am I, a
massage.
fucking coal miner? I gotta fucking rub the knots out of my fucking.
What coal miner goes out and gets massages? Get the fuck.
Well, they're the ones that should get massages.
You know,
Yeah,
coal
well,
miners?
maybe
I
some
don't
of
need
them
one.
do.
Who the fuck am I? I'm
I
fucking,
need one. I work out a lot.
Even so,
What do you mean?
so you need to work. Fucking rub your own fucking self. What the fuck?
I rub myself, but I need
There you go.
you to
Get
rub
a
it
fucking
sometimes.
one of those fucking gun blasters. That
You ever have
blast
anybody
yourself.
walk on your
Gonna
back?
get a
It's
Hitachi
fucking.
I have
yourself.
had that.
Get the fuck out
Oh,
of
you like that?
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Yeah,
You like that?
that's- I
here. Wow,
do.
when people walk on
I'm
your
afraid of a chiropractor because I feel like they'll Steven Seagal me. I'm too afraid.
back? No, I got
to
a
do
really
that.
good one. He's a really good guy. He actually fixed CJ.
I even pity dentists, like
I-
that they have to go into people's mouths like that.
But they chose that profession.
They did,
make
and
a lot of
they're
fucking
well
money doing it,
compensated. But
so.
I mean, like I brush my teeth before I go to the I make sure I'm like.
And there are a lot of people that don't.
That's what I'm saying, and that's fucked up. You know.
But that's part of the job, you know. I'm sure that every gynecologist loves their job either. You know what I mean?
This is a great episode.
Speaking of which, proctologist.
Oh man.
Just saying, you know, it's like haircut is. You need somebody to cut your own hair, but you don't need somebody to fucking wash your feet. Who the fuck are you?
Jesus Christ washes feet.
That's what I'm
Judge
saying.
him?
Well, he chose to.
Yeah,
Fucking-
exactly. So the people that are doing that job chose to do that job.
Listen, I bet you
we
everybody.
live in America. People can do whatever
Everybody's
the fuck
feet
they
that
want.
he washed is probably in fucking hell right now.
But I mean, the same thing can be said about someone serving you food. Someone who makes your own food.
It's not as
You
demeaning.
can't make your own food, you lazy fuck.
What?
But
Can't
that's
make your
that's
own bacon,
different. They're
egg, and
offering a
cheese.
service. It's not fucking touching feet.
It's all service.
Yeah, but there's
It's a service
levels
industry.
of service.
Yeah.
It's called
And when you're on a
capitalism.
service that you're touching feet,
People
That's
open
like
up
the
a
lowest
business
caste.
to fucking.
If there's a
do
market for people who want their feet cleaned, I don't even know what we're talking about. But
He doesn't like massages.
He doesn't believe in massages.
and
there's
then
a market and money to be made, so be it.
I'm just saying, it seems
People should
unethical.
be allowed
It
to
feels
make money.
unethical.
Anti-capitalist.
It feels unethical.
Coming
to
from
me.
a guy who doesn't like blowjobs. I surprise you
Right,
don't like fucking.
right.
Yeah. Unbelievable.
I don't like.
I heard proctologists.
Mouths
what
are
the fuck
dirty.
you guys even talking about?
Now,
What did I even come back to?
lick your fucking hand right now. What does it smell like? You want that on you? Fucking disgusting.
man.
People gotta wash their hands before they do the job.
Oh, that's what I'm
Watch
saying.
Fucking touch
Brush
it.
your teeth and then we'll talk maybe. But
Hopefully she doesn't have like onion chips before she goes down.
it's,
You better
be
keep
your
that
worst
Listerine
nightmare.
on hand.
It would be.
I'm just saying,
Christ.
people's throats, their tonsils. I don't need that. Keep them away.
Wow.
This episode's really
Their
gone
feet.
off the rails. hasn't it?
That is a terrible life you have.
Thank God.
Yeah, I know it's horrible. I don't have strangers fucking touching my feet. the poor people that I fucking
They're gonna kill that poor
deprive
woman.
them of that experience.
Oh my god!
Can we get back to San Diego Comic-Con?
No, we talked about that an hour ago. It's over already.
Yeah, but did we talk about the Mondo figures?
Yes.
Yes, you talked about the,
The X-Men? Did you
Yes.
see
Yeah.
all the fucking 97 X-Men figures that are coming out too, though? The
The
fucking, the Gambit, the new Storm style. They also are coming out with a Storm that comes with the X-Jet. They're going to have Jubilee. They're bringing back all the characters. I
Wolverine,
can't wait for
Gambit,
this
Storm.
I already bought
Wolverine.
the fucking Wolverine from who was that?
shit. Yeah, the cell-shaded Wolverine
Hasbro?
with the picture frame with Jean Grey in it, which is
Yep.
great.
That's
I actually have them all set up over there.
I do think you're running out of space.
Running? Jeez, I ran out of
Well, I
space
think
a long
I think
fucking
you
time
ran
ago.
out. But it does feel like it's.
It would have to be.
There was less when we
boxed
first
up
started.
and like perfectly
was.
organized and put into crates.
You know what
It would-
killed me, Chris? When we started doing this show, we started going on adventures to these
Whoa.
toy places again. And that put me down the slippery slope of buying shit again.
None of this
For
is
a
from
while-
before then.
It's usually your idea to go on these
None of
toilets.
it. Really.
The whole
honestly.
attic was here before.
But I'm just saying, that was a big addiction that I had.
That 2% really
and I
took me
stopped
over.
for a long time. And then we started going to these fucking places again after I hadn't gone in a long time. And now I'm buying all this shit again. Because I put my nose back in the coke and now I got addicted again.
That's true.
That's what happened.
You guys are addicted. It's crazy.
This is a great show. Coke and
great.
blowjobs and
Ah,
feet
man.
massage.
I don't.
The raunchy episode.
This is what
the one
happens
we
when
can't
we-
monetize. We're gonna have to delete it.
Completely off the rails.
When Taco Bell sponsors
We should
us,
have
we're
talked
gonna have to
about
delete
Game of
this one.
We should have talked. Yeah.
Oh, they
We
don't,
had nothing prepared. We are going to do a Game of Thrones episode, though, so keep your eyes peeled
don't
for
they
that.
do
We're
massages in Game of
We're
Thrones?
going to
There's a lot
advertise
more
that.
than Game
We're
of-
gonna
A
do
lot of sex in Game of Thrones.
Lot
You
more
know,
than
like,
sex.
I have no problem with that.
Peter Dinklage. That's a great show. You know, I just really had a terrible, terrible ending.
We're not even gonna go there.
We're not.
We're not going to discuss.
We're
it.
lucky
not
that
gonna
House
let
of the
that-
Dragon revived like any potential of that universe to still be as good as it is, because I think it was definitely like put to bed for a while, but I think people are.
I will say
re-engaged.
that Targaryen
I'm
guy was
hoping-
hard to look at after a while. you know?
I'm hoping we get that show. I'm hoping it's not delayed by the fucking.
Oh, it could be. But
I
it
definitely
probably
think
will
It's
be.
is.
definitely
I
going to get
think-
delayed.
Yeah.
I think the promotion of everything too, like they're not going to promote shit without their actors, so they're
Yeah.
just like, oh, everything's on hold.
Yeah. So next week, you guys are going to do an Oppenheimer review.
Yeah, definitely, because I mean we're gonna have seen it. I don't know what we're gonna have to say and how long.
Are you going to be able to see it, Chris, in between?
No.
No?
Alone?
Maybe. Wait. I'm not gonna see it.
Let's go
in
after work.
fucking wherever you're going. I probably can't.
I know this is
No, this is like an
definitely,
exclusive
occasion. This is
kind
an
of exclusive.
occasion.
It's an event.
It's an event. I didn't get invited to it, neither did you. Sorry.
This
Well, we
was
didn't get the
Phil.
tickets,
sorry,
so-
this was Phil's doing.
Wasn't me.
He was
Phil
just
doesn't
like,
care about us.
If you're liking that free
it's hard
audio
enough to
book, Phil.
coordinate anything. Yo, fuck
You like that
It's hard
book
enough to-
you gave your Phil. I don't think actually Phil. I don't know if Phil ever got a book.
Phil never got a book.
I don't think Phil got a book. Yet.
He was supposed to get the book, but we never gave it to him.
He's guilt
And that's
free.
why he didn't give you the ticket. See?
Yeah.
'Cause you didn't give him the book.
You should have got it.
Oh,
Also the
I'm
book, I
fucking
told you
drenched
to
in
take it.
sweat. Go home, Yoko.
Yeah, we're dying here. The fucking this episode's gone off the rails. for
It's
long
July.
enough. It is July. I get
We'll
this
make an
little-
episode where we all get fucking pedicures together.
See, and we can.
I won't go though. I'll fucking.
And then we can go to the All-American Burger right after.
Exactly.
we'll
few
pile
beers,
a
few
fucking nice
burgers.
pile of onions on
that.
there.
Couple of-
All the,
a little mayonnaise on the
that's what makes
side.
me laugh though is that you like All American Burger, but they load that burger up with onions. How do you
Yeah,
like
and I don't
that
get
burger?
any onions on it. And I
That
had
must
to
be a pain in the ass for them.
just tell them no onions.
It's like
You scoop the
50% of the burger.
What do you mean 50? There's ones that they make with onions in the chopped meat, and there's ones that they don't have it.
Do you get White Castle burgers without the onions?
I don't get White Castle.
White Castle's like the worst. I wouldn't even eat at White
I
Castle.
love White Castle.
Yeah, it's,
I can't eat.
it's like
because
eating poison.
It's like
Oh,
light
really?
through a window for me. It goes right through me. It's terrible,
Exactly,
but-
it's poison.
Really
Put
eat
you on
much
the
fast
throne.
food.
Oh,
Put you on
forget
the
it.
throne.
Yeah, if I don't
White
want to work
Castle.
for the next week,
Murder
I'll eat some
burgers.
White Castle.
They're not great.
Fucking murder burgers.
Murder burgers. The belly bombs is what my father always called them.
Fucking
But
murder
hey
Sam likes
guys,
it.
this has been the Break Room Podcast. We showed off some toys. We
Break
talked
Room
some San
Fartcast
Diego.
today.
Yeah, it's been really something else. But Jesus, if you guys enjoy what we're talking about and you're still watching it, you
Send
might as
us
well
your
hit that
feet
fucking
pics.
subscribe button. because if you stood the long haul, then you can
That's it.
stand any episode that we've done. Please go back, watch our old episodes. We got a lot of fun on this show. Hit that subscribe button.
Oh,
Tell
Rob,
your friends.
I'll end it with your the thing that you were on.
Oh
We did-
yeah, show off. We're gonna show you a little clip of when I was on the news, real quick.
The news.
For the Eternal Con, it's kind of funny to see me on the news, but we're gonna end the show with those two commercials. But this has been the Break Room Podcast. Snoochie Boochies, and may the force be with you.
Thank you, G.
Well, vampires, hobbits, and superheroes taking over Hofstra University.
Yeah, now's the chance for sci-fi and fantasy lovers to live out their dreams. Ben Aaron has a sneak peek at this weekend's Eternal Con.
I feel like Batman on South Beach right now. Welcome to Eternal Con here at Hofstra University. Now we have these fabulous cars here, all on display here this weekend at Eternal Con. But what would these cars be without the people to get in them and drive them and all these incredible people? Look at this. Oh my gosh. Hi everybody. How are you? Stormtroopers. Honestly, you guys are the best. You guys also have a really cool cause attached to being Stormtroopers, right?
That's correct. We're from the 501st Legion's Empire City Garrison. We'll be raising money for the Cerebral Palsy Association this weekend.
I love them. So come say hi. Come say hi to Stormtrooper. do things, guys. Do things that are fun. Be not. Yeah, that's perfect. Awesome. What can people expect at Eternal Con? How they get tickets? All that fun stuff.
Oh, you're gonna have fun with all these crazy guys. We got a bunch of cosplayers coming. We have a bunch of celebrities, activities all day. We have video gaming, all types of stuff.
I love it. And people want to get tickets. How do they get tickets?
They can go to eternalcon.com and we can get tickets at the door anytime you want.
And it's here at Hofstra University, and it's Friday, Saturday, Sunday, right?
It's just Saturday and Sunday.
Just Saturday and Sunday, sorry.
Today's our setup, but Saturday and Sunday, and we'll have tickets at the door all weekend. It's a fun time for the whole family.
And you could dress up. Like, these are not people that work at Eternal Con. These are just people that like to dress up.
Oh, yeah. We have tons of cosplayers all weekend. There's a lot more. You're going to see all different types of crazy people all around us.
People from anime, Peter Griffin from Family Guy, obviously, and Lois.
The Griffins in life.
In life.
And we got little Joey here. He's roasting in the sun here, but we're having a good time.
It's worth it, though. It's worth it.
Of course.
Eternal Con happening Saturday and Sunday right here at Hofstra University. Get your tickets and be a part of the madness, because it truly is worth it. Spend time with these guys, all your favorite movies, all your favorite characters in one place. How can you resist? It's insane. It's amazing. And we have, what is it, Boba? What is it?
Babu Frick.
I knew that. I knew all these things. I was just testing. Guys, over to you in the studio.
All right, we'll be right back.
Thank you, G.
Well, vampires, hobbits, and superheroes taking over Hofstra.
Biggest event for Long Island comic fans is back. Eternal Con will be at Hofstra University this weekend.
It's a fantastic time, so come on down. There's going to be vendors, there's going to be artists, there's going to be comic books, and there's going to be food. Woo! Come down to Eternal Con.
This year you can meet stars from The Walking Dead, Star Trek, and The Boys. Props from the original Planet of the Apes will also be on display there. The convention kicks off at 10:30 tomorrow morning.